Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Yep, go for it. Look.
And look at him.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
So scared you can look at the camera and wait for it to happen.
You can look at the camera like you're fucking Jim from The Office.
Like he just got him. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like Jim from The Office. I'm having interaction and the viral video. I'll explain it before we show it because I think this guy shows all the clips, shows all the relevant clips, which we may just look up the full clips if he doesn't to add more context.
Some of y'all.
All right. Kind of go over this because I want to get the black person's perspective, and then I'm going to add my my based white man take over top of it. But we're mainly here for the clips because he's gathered a bunch of clips together, and we'll probably add our own too. So if you guys seen, the video of the guy, he's sitting in a car. It's a black dude with dreads sitting in a car. And he's got his phone mounted up on the dashboard, pointed at his face, and he's just sitting there like this. And there's cops outside his window, and he doesn't say a word for the whole thing. Then out of nowhere, the cops bust his window in, punch him in the face, and yank his ass out the car. And then they proceed to throw him to the ground and arrest him and, punch and kick him a few times. And scream, "Stop resisting." And the video is framed in a way that makes it look like he's not resisting, that makes it look like it just happened out of nowhere. So that's the video that went viral. And then the body cam footage was released of the entirety of the stop, because that whole clip was like 2 minutes. It was a very short clip. And then the entirety of the stop was released. The body cam footage was released by the police department to show the perspective of the officers. And that video is substantially longer, about 8 minutes longer. It's about 10 minutes. And for the first 8 minutes of that, 8 to 9 minutes of that, the cops are giving him every opportunity in the world to step out of this vehicle. He didn't answer any of their questions. The only things he said before closing the door on the officers and locking them out of the car was he opened his door as the cop is approaching the car, which is a huge red flag. That's seen as a hostile act to begin with. Cops have gotten shot like that. Some dude flings the door open and pulls out a gun and just pop. Like, that in and of itself is hostile. The cop even stops when he does it, like, "Whoa, what are you doing, man? Why's your door open? Get back in your car." And he was like, "My window's broke. I can't roll my window down." He's like, okay, we'll just stay in your car. And the cop even gave him the benefit of the doubt. He could have reached for his gun right there. Didn't. Walked up to him and tries to talk to him. He was like, "Okay, so do you know why I pulled you over?" He was like, and then the guy just goes, "Can you get your supervisor?" He's like, "Excuse me, what?" No. Do you know why I pulled you over? Can you get your supervisor? Like, he just immediately asked for a supervisor like a Karen, didn't even care about the reason he was pulled over, blah, blah, blah. The cop then tells him the reason he was pulled over, like, "Look, it's raining, your headlights are off, and you weren't wearing a seatbelt, so I pulled you over for safety reasons. So if I can just get your license and registration," dude closes the door. Closes the door on him and won't talk to him. And the cop's like, "Come on, man." Yeah, like, the cop is just clearly like, "Are you kidding me?" And then he calls for backup. Backup gets there, talks to him. Which there were black officers on the scene by the way, the part that they don't like to talk about. The cop that pulled him over was white, but the backup was black, and all those black guys were there. And guess what? They blame the black guys too. It's of course become a race thing. But the other officer is at his door, which people were trying to say it weren't raining. But when the other officer walks up to the passenger side door, he's got that window cracked about that much so you can talk to him. Still won't roll the window down, even on the window that does work. Just something else to keep in mind. But on the guy's car, from the body cam, you can see water. You can see rain hitting the car. It is raining. It is lightly raining, more of a drizzle, but it is raining. And when it's raining and misty out, first of all, it doesn't have to be raining at all to have your headlights be required to be on. Your headlights are supposed to be on, legally speaking, during times of low visibility. And then in parentheses, it gives you a few examples: haze, smoke, fog, rain, etc. So rain isn't the requirement. Low visibility was, which it's clearly cloudy out. It's got an overcast. It's misty. Yeah, you can clearly see this is a time when most everybody else is going to have their headlights on. You're supposed to have them on too. But he tells that cop a completely different story than what happened. He never told he asked for a supervisor right off the gate. They keep asking him to roll the window down. They keep giving him chances. They keep he won't roll down even the window that works. He won't step out of the car. They're telling him to step out of the car. Then they inform him, okay, well, we're going to have to arrest you now because we're going to have to pull you out of this car. Can you please step out of the car? This all could have been avoided. He won't listen. He won't listen. He won't listen. They say this about 100 fucking times. He won't listen. And finally, the other cop on the other side's like, all right, go ahead. Like, this is what we have to do. And then he breaks the window. And that's when you get to see what happens in the clip here. So that's my retelling of the story. You'll get to see all of that in the video, and let me know if you think the cops are in the wrong or not here. Let's go. And you get to see the internet's reaction to it, so let's have at it.
Some of y'all just stupid.
Those two piece of deputies.
Oh, I love the white savior attitude from these fucking guys with my accent. Just immediately, white man must be bad. I want the black people to like me. Fuck that guy. He either didn't watch the video or he's just jumping on whatever train will get me the most social media brownie points so people don't think I'm racist. Because I understand people are going to assume you're racist because of the accent. Believe me, I get that. I completely get that. But no.
I've had over 30 interactions with the police. I used to be terrified of them, scared of them, and I used to think that every interaction I had with them was going to be my last. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The reality—
The reason I chose this influencer to be the one to curate the content and to see his reaction to it, because I'm not watching him for the clips, because I could look up all these clips myself. I specifically want to see his reaction to it because he is a black man, and he is an influencer who's probably been through some similar things. So I want to see if me and him are going to be on the same page. I want to get that kind of compare and contrast point of view here for the video. So that's the point. In case you guys are wondering why I chose this guy specifically.
is that if you're respectful, if you listen to commands, you're polite, and you follow orders, you typically are going to be fine. We'll get it.
Yep, true. Glad he gets it. That's just fact. Like, anyone who's denying that is just one of those fuck the police people. And they're not living in the same reality as the rest of us. Typically speaking, regardless of the color of your skin, if you're nice and cooperative and look like somebody who just made an honest mistake, then you're going to have an honest interaction with the police and you'll be fine. That's just the truth. It's the truth they don't want you to believe, but it's the truth.
Get into my 30 interactions later on in this video, but regarding this Jacksonville and William guy, if you aren't familiar with it, there's a lot going on, and we do have the point of view from both perspectives, from the body cam from the cop and William, so we can clearly see what's going on and get the full context here. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. I'm more than thankful for you guys being here, spending your time with me. Without further ado, let's dive right into this video.
Alright, so he's starting with the body cam footage, so you'll get to see here how the cop gives this guy, I don't know if he's going to play all 10 minutes, but you'll get to see, like, hopefully you'll get to see how many chances this guy gives, and if he doesn't play enough of it, I can look it up and we can watch the full thing if you guys really want to. Yep, see, throws the door open.
Is there a reason
The cop stops like, whoa, what are you doing?
why you're popping the door open like that? I don't have a window that works.
Yep, just right. Okay, whoa, is there a reason you're popping your door open like that? Like, you just flung it open like that. That's a hostile move. He's already lucky at this point that the gun wasn't already drawn. That is justifiable reason for a cop to draw his gun. You can disagree with that if you want, but that's how it fucking works. That right there is seen as a hostile act. And if you do anything hostile towards the police, they are legally justified to draw their firearm. Whether you like it or not. You can disagree with opening the door being hostile, but cops have literally died for less. I'm not going to show those videos here, but you can see videos where the cop was as nice as this guy was and died for it. Fucking lost his life over it. Because some dude threw the door open, and instead of him treating him as hostile, he goes, hey man, what's up? And then the guy pulls a gun out from the other seat and opens fire on him. No word spoken. So I don't blame any cop for not taking chances. You act out of pocket, he should pull his weapon. You guys are saying he's lucky he didn't pull his weapon on this guy. I say the cop's lucky that that guy didn't have a weapon when he popped that door open, because that cop would have been dead. But no one actually gives a fuck about the police, right? You guys are out of your fucking minds.
Off the bat, that alone, I don't know exactly, but I feel like that would justify some wild response from the cop.
It absolutely would.
because how many times they do get shot and harmed from like.
Okay, at least he's aware of that and he gets it. There's so many guys who don't get it. They just don't understand what it means to be a cop, what that perspective is. They don't understand the danger that they put in. They see all traffic stops as being not a big deal when there are plenty of cops who treated traffic stops as if they weren't a big deal, and that was their last day on earth.
Just people doing random stuff. The guy didn't run out his window. He just flung the door open. And that's why the cop already is on guard. But thankfully, the cop didn't do anything. But I would have seen if something would have happened right then and there, because that's scary and that's sketchy, especially from a cop's point of view, not knowing what's happening, if there's any guns, how many people are there. You just don't know.
God, it's so refreshing to see someone else understand the cop's perspective and try to put themselves in the cop's shoes. I'm not saying cops' actions are always justified. They aren't. But you have to understand their perspective to understand why they make the decisions that they make and why they're so quick to draw their gun. They're trigger happy. No, they just don't want to fucking die, dude. They don't know if you're going to kill them or not. Just like you don't know what that cop is going to do, they don't know what you're going to do. And unlike you, unlike them, you don't have to follow the same rules that they do. So they know that they're being recorded, that they're being scrutinized. They've had training. There's rules they have to follow. This person they pulled over, they could be following no rules. They could be completely unhinged. They don't fucking know.
Let's continue.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have the lights on. Two things, you know when you.
He doesn't say rain. He says inclement weather, which could be fog, haze, overcast, etc. It could mean a bunch of things, not just rain. Just clearing up what inclement weather means. Because people on Twitter, I've already argued with people on Twitter more than once. Jesus. Like, his choice of wording was very clear here for a reason.
Seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over.
For one, I wouldn't argue with.
It's making it very clear. And I don't know how many times I have to state this. Your day to argue the reason behind your stop, your day to argue your innocence is in court, not on the side of the fucking road.
Police, there is daylight, but I do know in a lot of states there's laws where if it is raining, then you need your lights on, and it may not be.
And Florida's one of them. I already Googled what it is in Florida, and they don't even say inclement weather in Florida. They say times of low visibility, which could mean a number of things, not just weather.
Raining right then and there, but you clearly can hear all the cars are wet. It's wet, it's dreary.
Yeah, you can see it. It's hard to see individual raindrops on the body cam, but when he gets close to the car, you can see them. But yeah, you can see in the back that it is an overcast, it's cloudy, there's clearly, if it's not currently raining, which I believe it is, because you can kind of see it when he gets close to the car, but if it's not, even if it wasn't, it was clearly just finished raining, so still counts. Like, the roads are still wet, the hazard of the rain and the overcast and the water and the roads being wet, like, all those hazards still exist. Just because the rain stops doesn't mean it magically gets clear. This is real life, not a video game.
It looks dreary outside, like it's clearly wet. Like, there's no need to have the immediate attitude towards the police when they're just doing something so simple as pulling you over for just the weather stuff.
Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call the supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Immediately asks for supervisor, refuses to show his ID, and just immediately goes to the supervisor like a Karen.
Why did you pull me over?
He already told you why he pulled you over.
I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of here.
No, step out of here.
See, that's wild. I don't understand. If you're someone that is terrified of the police, why would you?
Yeah, and his story, so he's kind of jumping ahead to the story. So this guy's response with his lawyer, which, by the way, he got him one of them fancy civil rights lawyers. But his response with his lawyer was that he was terrified, he was afraid, and he froze up, which is clearly not what happened here. He was talking shit, and he slammed the door closed to be an asshole, not because he was scared. The cop has done nothing threatening to him at all. There was no reason to be afraid.
Do not just listen to what they're saying. Whenever I watch all these body cam videos, which I'm obsessed with, in my head I'm just screaming. I'm screaming, stop calm down, just do what they say and you will be fine. You escalating it, it's you escalating it. I don't know what these people expect. No.
Because they hold no personal accountability. All these people have the lolcow gene too. They refuse to take any personal responsibility. They never escalate things. The police always escalate. The police always... No, you escalated it with your actions. You can escalate this. You need to take some personal responsibility for the shit you do during a traffic stop.
No, I'm not getting out the car. You call your supervisor. I don't know why I'm being pulled over. He just told you why. Attitudes are the clearest way for something to pop off. And if you would have just sat out there and been respectful, none of this would have happened. And at that, you don't know if he's grabbing a gun in there. You don't know what he's doing.
Yep, exactly. This is how cops have died. You don't know what he has in the vehicle. You can't see his hands. You don't know what he's reaching for. You don't know what might be under that seat. You don't know why he's going to... There's 100 different unknowns here that could all lead to cop dying. That's where the cop's mind has to go when he makes one of these stops. The fact that this cop hasn't already reached for his gun and is being this lenient with him should tell you everything you need to know about the cop. This isn't a race thing, or that gun would have already been drawn at this point. He has every justifiable reason right now to pull his gun on a black man, and he's not. That's all the justification that you need to hear to know that this is not race-based. That cop would have drawn that gun 10 minutes prior to when he did if he was looking for a reason to draw his gun on a black man. This black man has already given him several, and he's not taking any of them. He's putting his life at risk giving this guy the benefit of the doubt. And you're going to call him racist? Really? Okay.
You still don't know how many people are in there. There's a lot of unknowns right now from this perspective. With that dark tint, you don't know what's happening.
Yep.
And continues to talk shit through the window.
25 seconds. If anybody responded, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay.
Yeah, why did you pull me over? I already told you twice.
Okay.
He literally did.
Right now you're under arrest for resisting.
And that's how you get a resistance charge, by not just listening to him.
And you can peacefully... you can resist peacefully. It doesn't have to be violent, which is what this guy's done. He's peacefully closed his door and resisted. It's still resisting. He's giving you an order. You're not complying. That is considered resistance.
Resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be.
Yep, he's being very upfront and honest with him. And everybody screams in the car, but the cops' headlights weren't on. The cops' headlights weren't on. Blah, blah. First of all, the cops typically turn their headlights off when they get to a stop like that so that they're not blinding the person in front of them. That's for the safety of the person in the vehicle so they feel comfortable. He's behind that guy. He doesn't want his lights on, blinding the guy or rendering the cop's vision if he needs to look back towards his car. He doesn't want a light blinding the vision of the person in the car or himself. The new cops that pull up in the front do the same thing. Second of all, lights on your vehicle, a vehicle as new as that one, most new vehicles, maybe I don't know that model specifically, but most new vehicles have an automatic function for the headlights now. You have to actively try to turn them off, especially during rain or nightfall. They have sensors on them to let them know when it's too dark and when the headlights might be needed, and they automatically turn on. It has been years since I've touched the light knob on my car to turn my lights on or off because it's all automatic. When it gets too dark outside the car, the lights come on automatically. It doesn't just happen at night. It will happen during an overcast or inclement weather. Sometimes more advanced cars will turn on just the fog lights. Some will turn on the fog lights and the headlights. But regardless, you have to actively want to turn that off. So I'm willing to bet that his car is the same thing. But you try to explain that to these idiots in Twitter comment sections, and they just move the goalpost, and they keep moving the goalpost. They keep moving it to find a reason why it's the cop's fault instead of just looking at the situation for what it is.
Keep your hands
He's
where I
literally
can see
warning
them,
you.
Okay.
Yeah, even the black dude's like, he's literally telling you what to do. He's literally warning you on what will happen. Why aren't you listening?
Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window.
And we're going to see the other perspective in a minute.
He has given this order over and over again.
But it's just crazy to me how the video went viral. It popped off from the guy who's in the car, his perspective. And it looks, I kid you not, when I first watched
It looks like a completely different situation, doesn't it?
the video, I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, it literally looks like the cops just walked up, bank, then drug him out the car. None of these warnings, none of all this pre-context. The way the video was like cut and posted, immediate red flags. But this, it makes sense.
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to.
No, he's under arrest.
Hey, I'll out the car. I'm gonna push it up.
Open the door and exit.
Sometimes, Vince, sometimes.
You are under arrest for resisting.
They are still, so at this point, because he's kind of skipping ahead, if you watch the raw video cam footage, this is about 5 minutes in. This is about the halfway point. The first backup officer has arrived. He is still trying to negotiate with this man to get him to step out of the vehicle, and he's still refusing to step out. They literally give him like 10 minutes worth of warnings before finally going, we don't have a choice. Let's break the fucking window. I expect you to be joining me tonight.
Yes.
Okay. No. It's a shame that's happened to get you to join, but I'm glad you're back. What?
I can get up.
No. Sit your black ass down and we'll watch this.
I've already seen it.
We'll watch this racist cop abuse a black man.
Well, I've already seen it.
Yeah? Seen this racist cop abuse a black man?
What I've seen. I don't want to say.
No,
I
say what you want.
to
Say what you want.
I
That's the
can't
point.
say it because I said it once and you got banned. So, trying to.
He literally started the video off with the black dude saying the
Trifling.
N-word, but okay.
Trifling
You can
ass.
say N-word, I guess, since you're not black enough to say it according to Twitch.
No, apparently not. I watched a video with a trifling ass, you know what, in it. Making the rest of us look bad. That's what I watched. I watched an asshole trying to get paid to make the rest of us look bad.
Well, he might get paid. He got him one of them fancy civil
Yeah,
rights
he's
lawyers.
also got that trifling ass, that other trifling
What's his
ass
name?
that I can't stand.
What's his
Crump.
name?
Can't stand his ass.
Rhymes with Trump. What's his name?
Crump. Fucking Crump. Can't stand him.
Got Kirkland brand Trump.
Like, if I was ever in a situation in which I needed a civil rights attorney, it would not be you. I cannot stand you, Crump. Okay?
Oh, I think it's the fucking South Park episode where they've got him up there doing the Chewbacca defense. Chewbacca is not a dog. Therefore, you must acquit, Your Honor. It's semantics. It's always semantics with these people.
But yeah. I watched this trifling ass, you know who. He started off hostile. And he has the look on his face. That look. And I hate to say this.
So when he shows, because I'm sure that he's going to show, right now he's showing the cop's perspective. I'm pretty sure he's going to show the video that went viral, which was that guy's cell phone footage, which was substantially shorter than the cop's footage. It comes in at the worst moment and is clipped insanely out of context. But I'm sure that he's going to show that. I want you guys, when he shows that, I want you guys to pay very close attention to this man's face. Because remember, his defense right now is that he was scared. He was scared to death.
Was not scared.
I want you to pay very close attention to his face. Because there comes a point where he almost breaks character. And you can tell that he thinks he's about, that his payout moment just happened. And he smiles for just a brief second. He's like, and then catches himself. Okay, he's clearly not afraid. He knows what's about to happen. He knows he's about to go viral. He has planned this. He is trapped. This is the kind of thing that would get the cops arrested for entrapment, but I guess it's perfectly fine for you to entrap the cops like this. And I've already pointed out that 80 to 100 opportunities this cop has already had to justifiably pull his gun and hasn't. So it's very clear that this is not racially motivated. This cop isn't trying to shoot this guy, doesn't want to shoot this guy. I don't think at any point during this entire interaction, I don't think at any point does he even draw his weapon. Any weapon. Doesn't pull a gun, doesn't pull a taser. He doesn't even use a nightstick to break the window. He busts his own hand to do it. He is showing an ungodly amount of restraint, considering the circumstance. So, just putting that out there. Not that it'll matter, because these people don't care, but... Anyway, let's continue now that you're all caught up.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
So many warnings ahead of time. Like, just get out the car. You know what's going to happen next. You know they're going to drag you out.
You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit.
And he's still screaming for a supervisor like a Karen.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's doing the blaring.
He's a fucking Karen, yeah.
You are under arrest for resisting.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will.
And another officer kindly asked him, and pay attention to this. No one calls this part out either. This cop knows the situation that the window on the driver's side is supposedly broken and he can't roll it down. So they want him to roll the window down to talk to them. He goes to the passenger window, and even at the window that works, he still won't roll the window down.
Yeah.
He gives you like this much space to talk through. That also could be seen as a moment of aggression. Why don't you want me to be able to lean into your vehicle? What are you hiding in there? Do you have a weapon? Like, again, they've given him yet another reason to have a weapon pulled on him, and no, not a singular cop there has pulled a weapon.
These cops have more patience than I could ever have. This is why I could not be in law enforcement, because I've done. But anyway.
I mean, yeah, they have rules they have to follow, but they're meant to protect the police as well as the people.
Yeah.
And he has given them more than enough reason to draw a weapon, because they have to have a reason. They can't just pull it for no reason, but you have to do something that could be considered hostile, non-compliant, etc.
No, I'm just
like
saying, I would have already done.
Yeah, most cops,
ripped him out of the car.
Most cops would have already done something. The fact that they haven't.
Every time I watch police videos, they have the patience of goddamn saints. I'm like,
but they're racist and they hate you. But they're racist and they hate you. I
worked with the public.
In fact, they have so little patience, and they're just so gung-ho racist that they're just waiting for you to say one wrong word. Don't speak in Ebonics, so pull their weapon. They're just gung-ho. They're ready to go, baby.
Look.
What are you talking about, patience? Cops don't have patience.
I have worked
Uncle
with
Tom.
the public. I have worked with people at their crappiest when they are sick or when they don't feel well or whatever. And Jesus Christ, I do not have, I was the person they would send when people were being difficult sometimes. They'd be like, oh yeah, send her over there. Because I don't have patience for that shit. I'm going to give you exactly what you're giving me. If you were being a Karen, all right, Karen, let's go. Toe to toe. Oh my God, I don't
That's why they usually called me. That's why I couldn't get, back when I worked at Walmart, that is why I could not get away from the front end of that store.
Yes.
Because I finally get them to be like, okay, this guy has a tech degree. He came from the IT field. because I worked at Walmart. I went from the IT field out of college. That job with the government, I quit that because I couldn't do the travel. And when I got back, I took a job at Walmart till I could find something better. So they knew I had a degree in this. They knew what my history was. They finally, after like 2 years, finally went, okay, we'll put the guy with the tech degree as the manager of the electronics department. That makes sense. Because I was the manager of the front end of the store. And that job is god fucking awful. If I was allowed to pull a weapon, I would have so many times. Are you kidding me? Anyone who wants to know what these cops are going through, work the front end of a fucking... I survived multiple Black Fridays there. I wish I had a weapon. So many times. The customers had weapons. You think there was a Black Friday that went by on at a Walmart where a customer didn't have a weapon? I broke up a knife fight between two 70-year-old women over microfiber dishcloths. Okay, that happened. That old bitch pulled a pocket knife. I will cut you.
I have never needed a microfiber.
Yes, that happened.
It's not bad enough.
That shit got insane, and I wasn't given a weapon. So I totally understand why the cops would want to draw one. I wanted to. Many times. And for the record, those old bitches were white. Just before you start screaming I'm racist, I wanted to pull the weapon on the white bitches. These two Karens, these two church-going ladies
Those
had to have that
been
microfiber
some
dish.
fucking great towels.
Look, I don't know that the towels are great. Must have just been a great price.
I was gonna say,
It's a great price. It's a great price.
What's the Walmart brand?
Great value towels.
No, their home brand. Mainstays.
Mainstays. There you go. They were some good mainstays. They were a mainstay in their household, and they had to have it. Yes, I have broken up multiple fights there. I've been knocked over, damn near trampled. I've been through all of this shit, and I didn't have a weapon to pull. If I did, it would have happened so many times over. But I couldn't get away from the front end because they finally let me off of there and found a reason to pull me back. Because even when I worked in the electronics department and I was the manager of the electronics department, every now and then there'd be some crazy ass customer who went off the fucking rails. And they still call me up there to handle it. And I'm like, this isn't even my department anymore. Well, you know how to talk to these people. It's usually some old redneck or some old white bitch. You know how to talk to them. You know how to talk to them. I've had shit thrown at me. I've had weapons pulled on me. An 80-year-old black woman thinks she was a crackhead. Anyway, she flashed me thinking that would get her a deal. Yeah, she was in the money center. Y'all gonna cash my check now? And she just
No.
Roll them up.
Sorry, roll them up.
Roll them up. We ain't cashing it. I mean, thank you for showing me. I like tits, but can you roll them up? That's not going to get your check cashed.
Oh, God. I'm even less inclined to cash it now.
Because everybody else would freak out, and I'm numb to it at this point. Because there's, as crazy as the shit was I've had to deal with at that Walmart, because everybody's like, how are you so numb to it? I was like, I've seen crazier shit from my family growing up. My aunt,
where you grew
I'm
up.
pretty sure to this day, I don't know, I hadn't talked to him in a while, but I'm pretty sure to this day, my aunt still lives in a camper in my dad's backyard where I am 100% positive she cooks meth.
Your dad doesn't know a goddamn thing either, by the way.
I am 100% positive she's on meth. She accused my friend of jerking off in front of her camper because we left him alone outside to smoke for 10 minutes.
It wasn't even that long.
It wasn't even that long. She come running in. She come running in crying.
Jerk off.
She come running in crying, and I go back out to him, who, by the way, worked in law enforcement. By the way, he was an officer, off duty, hanging out with me, and she comes out screaming that this black man's outside of her fucking trailer, just jerking. It is broad fucking daylight, by the way. This is not evening time. It's like 2 in the afternoon, just fucking jerking it. The backyard's this big open area. Yeah, we live back in the woods, but the backyard's this big open area with a camper. There's nothing for him to even hide behind.
No.
Like, he would have just been out in the open, just clear view of the house where we could have looked out the window and seen him. There's no way he would have got away. She comes running in crying, and I'm mad at my dad for even entertaining this nonsense.
That was my point. That's
Because
why
he's
I
like,
got
whoa,
pissed.
whoa, slow down now, slow down.
I was like, why are you entertaining this?
What happened? And then she says what happens, and I start laughing. And Dad's like, well, now we don't know for sure. Are you kidding me right now?
Excuse me?
Are you kidding me? Peep out the door, Dad. Are his pants on? Come on.
Like, what?
What do you want me to do? Grab his crotch, see if he's got a chubby? See if he's got... There's how you can find out, Dad. Go grab his dick. See if it's a little chubby or if it's soft. Then you'll know.
Then
Are
you'll
you
know.
kidding me right now? She's high. I don't know if you knew.
She's high as a kite.
She's high right now.
Always. She's always high.
Anyway, so that's my personal life in Walmart. We went off the rails there. But the point was, I don't understand. I understand what these cops are going through. And yes, it does take an ungodly amount of patience. And eventually you do reach a snapping point.
Yeah.
Because I reached mine. You will eventually reach it. And if I've seen that shit at a Walmart in front of hundreds of witnesses and people with a crowd around, I can only imagine the shit these cops go through on the side of the road with no witnesses. Thank God for body cams.
Oh.
Can you step out? You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply.
Still not complying.
Yes.
Just locked it up. Put the window down.
Correct.
I tried to talk to
Still refuses to roll the window down. They're saying they've blocked him in. You can't understand what the black guy's saying in the car, but they were very clear on what to do. They've been very, very patient. It's insanity.
Okay. So what did he ask for?
I love how these people, you guys, he gave no lawful reason as to pull me over. Since when you become a lawyer? Since when you know all these damn laws?
Yeah.
It's always these kinds of people that are like, well, it's not the rightful law and I need my lawyer. What lawyer do you have?
You
People
don't
in that
have
sovereign
one.
citizen shit.
You don't
He just
have
became
one.
he went he went from traffic stop to civilian to sovereign citizen to victim.
Yeah.
That is the chain of events.
The
It's just
whole evolution.
been like a Pokemon evolving.
Pokemon.
We're about to see the evolution from sovereign citizen into victim as soon as they bust out that window.
Yep.
You're going to be assigned a whole public defender. Come on now. These people drive me up a wall. If you just listen to orders, you would be fine. Like, it's not rocket science. This right here, what we just saw pop up on the screen, now, this is when that viral video started. This is his perspective. This is the dude filming inside the car.
Okay, so now he's going to show the perspective. Oh, he's showing them side by side. Smart. Okay, so he's showing the cop's point of view and the guy's point of view at the same time. So now you get to see where the viral video started.
Because he has to prop the camera up and film for his safety because he feels at harm as a black man with dreads dealing with the police. Whole time, there's black off.
Even this black dude ain't buying it.
No.
I can hear it in his voice. That is
No,
not
it's
sincerity.
not. That is not.
The black dude with dreads.
Thank you. He feels the same way I do. It's trifling ass.
Y'all bunch of Uncle Toms.
I'm
Look at these
sorry.
two Uncle
No.
Toms on my screen.
No.
These bunch of race traitors.
Hey, look. I calls it like I sees them. Trifling. Okay.
Officers, they are on the scene, and a black police chief. So off the bat, this isn't even a race thing to begin with, but they're making it a race thing. They're being like, oh, they're just after me. This is unlawful.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one.
Also, I love how this car is soaking wet, and he said it ain't raining.
That was the point I kept bringing up on Twitter. I was like, I even stopped the video right there, took a screenshot of it to repost in the comments.
Yes.
I circled the water with a highlighter, and I was like, the fuck fuck you call that? If it ain't raining, where did that come from? Is the car sweating? Is it hot in there?
The lights on our car come on as soon as
it's automatic.
Yeah,
you have to go
like when
every time I prove them wrong, and because I posted that, and I was like, so what do you call that? Is that not rain? Is the car sweating? Is it hot in there? What do you think's happening right now?
Water, maybe
so then he moves the goalpost again, and he was like, well, the cops didn't have their lights on. I was like, first of all, you didn't see when the cop pulled up. First of all, you didn't see when the cop pulled up. Cops pull up with their lights on and turn them off. They turn their lights off during a stop as not to blind themselves or the person in the car. Yes. That's just standard practice. Second of all, his lights should have been on automatically. It's been years. It has been years since I've had a vehicle where I had to manually turn the lights on and off when I needed them. It's just been odd. I haven't touched that knob in forever. So for him to not have his lights on meant he had to actively try to turn them off.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it threw up a red flag to the police officers. It's probably been so long since those police officers have seen a car without its headlights on during a rainstorm. That was probably common back when you had to turn the lights on. People would forget, which is why they made them automatic in the first place. But it's probably been years since they've seen that. They probably only see it on old cars. And I'm willing to bet, even then, if they see like an old car that looks like it's from early 2000s or from the 90s, they probably let it slide. This car looked new enough that it should have had the automatic ones on, which means if it's off, it was intentional. So why? Why did you intentionally turn your lights off during overcast, during inclement weather, during times of low visibility, if you want me to use the legal term as written by Florida, since you guys, because they kept arguing about what the term meant. They keep moving the goalposts. Because we got to find that one thing we can use to make the cops bad, instead of going, okay, well, this motherfucker just lied. I get the most simple explanation is probably the true one, which is, oh, he's full of shit.
Yeah.
It's probably that one. It's probably him lying, and he's just trying to get paid. He's just trying to get a paycheck. He's just trying to get a paycheck.
By the way, all the people you're arguing with on Twitter, trifling. Anyway.
They were white people.
Trifling. I don't care. You can be trifling and be any color. Go on.
Racist.
For one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights. Okay,
so he's recounting what he said. So he's recounting to this guy's boss how the conversation went, which, by the way, is not how that conversation went. They can look it up. They can see it. That's not how it went. You're adding a lot of extra things to this story that didn't happen. The cop told you why he pulled you over, and you didn't start trying to argue with him and give him those excuses.
You asked for a supervisor immediately.
You just asked for a supervisor immediately. Yeah, that's what he did.
And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter.
There's no rain.
Can you pull that law up? Huh? Can you pull that law up?
I'm so scared of this interaction, yet I have the bravery to ask the cop to turn his alarm off.
Yeah. That's not the way you act when you're scared.
Then I'm going to argue with him about his alarm because I'm scared.
Yeah, no. That is not how you... Look, I get it. We all react differently, but there are certain... When it comes to your base, reactions, being scared or, angry or whatever, usually people have, telltale signs of those feelings. That's not arguing with them, is not you being scared. It's you being an asshole and argumentative and trifling. That's what that is.
Well, keep your eye on his face during this entire interaction, because his story is that he's scared. You can see his face in the corner there, because he's going to look deadpan at the camera, and he's angled it in a way where you can see his window, so you'll get to see the guy break it behind him. Mm-hmm. He doesn't so much as flinch when that guy breaks the window.
Yeah, that's
doesn't even so much as flinch. For someone who's scared, for you to not even fucking flinch, Like there's no flinch at
No.
all. He knew it was coming. He was waiting for it. This was him. I'm about to get paid.
Yep.
That is what's going through his mind for a guy who's supposedly scared.
And then when you see him in interviews, though, it's a whole different act. Oh,
Step out of the car, I will.
Hey,
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Yep, go for it. Look,
and look at him.
doesn't even flinch.
Yeah,
and then he
like-
looks at the camera and kind of he'll kind of smirk for a second here, and then he catches himself as they're clearing the glass because he realizes I just got paid.
exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
And no reaction.
And they
when
slap
he
that
gets
smile
hit.
right off your face, punk.
No reaction at all when he gets hit. It's just,
He's scared though.
if
He's
that
scared.
was me,
He's scared though.
not many people have had their car glass broken whilst they are sitting there.
He's scared though.
And if that was me, first off, some big old sheet of glass that just fell into your lap, I'd be like, oh my God. Like, I'm going to have a reaction.
Be scared
And
though.
then to get punched in the
He's
face.
so scared. He's like a deer in headlights. That
Deers,
and then when he got hit, he's so scared. He's like
he
a
should
stat-
have bigger eyes.
He's like a statue.
No, that's not a statue. That is,
He's scared though.
that's, you know what that face is? That's
Scared.
angry black man face. You know how I have RBF.
He's angry. He got punched. Before
Well, I
that,
mean,
he
yeah.
was he had kind of a half smile.
Yeah, before that,
he's
he
fighting a smile when he realizes that they fell for the bait. Mm-hmm. And then they knocked that fucking smile off your face, and now you're just mad.
Now he's got the angry black man face. But yeah, before that,
But
it was.
I'll take it back so you guys can see it again.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
So scared you can look at the camera and
You
wait
can
for it
look
to
at
happen.
you can look at the camera like you're fucking Jim from The Office.
Like he just got him.
really?
Like
Yeah.
yeah, like Jim from The Office. I'm having interaction and. Jim,
Yeah.
get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle! Fuck is this shit? Are you kidding me right now?
Like, dude.
You ain't scared. Shut the fuck up.
Show me your hands.
Here.
That punch.
Oh, and here.
All right. So this
I'm
is what
scared.
everyone. So this is what everyone's arguing over is the punch, which at first glance, when I first saw it, I thought the punch might have been a bit much. That was my initial response. But the more I've gone back and watched it, the more I realize that's probably justified. As much as you don't want to hear it, that punch
it
was
is.
probably
It
justified.
is.
Because you still can't see this guy's hands.
No.
You don't know what's under his seat. You don't know where his hands are. He's not complying. If he made any sudden movements and he's refusing to comply, if he's not doing what you tell him, force is justified. And that force is either a punch or draw his weapon. He chose the punch.
Yep.
If he believed that that guy had a weapon under his seat or that he might have been reaching for something or preparing something, the fact that he chose the punch and not his weapon
And not his weapon.
is all the proof you need that this isn't racially motivated, that this guy is still giving him chances.
Yep.
Because he didn't have to go with the punch. He could have drawn his pistol right then and there. And so could every cop around him. None of them, at any point during this interaction, drew their weapons.
Nope.
That's unheard of.
And
In a situation where they have to break the window and forcefully remove a person from a car whose contents of the car and whose hands can't be verified, and to have 3 separate officers there who don't pull their weapons, that's
And-
unheard of.
if you are scared, by the way, you don't go, here,
Here you go, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You ain't
yeah.
scared. Shut
No,
the
you
fuck
are
up,
cowering.
dude. This
You
is
are,
so.
Oh my God, my hands.
This is
Blah,
so.
blah, blah, blah,
I'm
you know.
hoping this isn't a jury trial and it's a judge, because the jury's gonna already be tainted by social media.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's a judge who can look at it and see the intent is clear and go, "Oh, you were trying to trap these officers. You were baiting them into an altercation.
Yeah.
You hold some responsibility for your actions. I'm sorry, you are not a victim here.
No.
You're just not."
Oh, you're not. Yeah.
Honestly, felt like it was a little extra at first. I thought it was when I first saw this video, I was like, damn, that cop going hard. Like, what is happening? Let's run it back. I have to rewind this because now I saw a different perspective. Like, I read something and I was like, oh, actually, that kind of makes sense.
All right, let's see if he read what I said. Did you read my tweet? Was it my tweet? Because I've been arguing this for a couple days now. I've kind of been schizo over this post. Because to me, this is the most obvious example I've ever seen of the cops doing everything right. Not even by the book, because the book says they should have drawn their weapons. They've done everything right that these people ask for. They didn't draw their weapons. They ignored police protocol, which was to have at least one officer with a weapon drawn if you're going to be forcefully removing a person from the vehicle. None of them did. So they did everything you guys wanted them to, not everything the law says they should. So they even broke their own rules to try to give this guy chances, and you still hate the cops.
Yep.
That's the part that was infuriating me. It's like, even when the cops give you all these chances and try, they're still going to lose their jobs and be bad guys. It's so infuriating. I've been arguing it for days like a fucking schizo. So maybe he read my post. Did you read my post?
The cop punches the window, breaks it.
Yeah.
Then he jaws the dude. At first, there was no reason for that, but I'm going to rewind this real quick.
Let's see if he says what I said. Was it my post you read?
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Show me your hands. He's been saying, I need your hands up in the air the whole time prior to breaking into the car.
Yep.
Cop punches the window. Boom. He's standing there like this. You don't know what that man could be grabbing for.
He read my
There could
post.
be a gun holster right here on the side. We don't know. I saw somebody.
So I posted a video on Twitter I'm not going to show here on YouTube where I kind of ended the argument with this because all the people who were having that argument with me quit responding, and then people just started responding with different arguments in a different thread. But I shut that thread down and I looked it up because I remember there was a video of an officer who gave chances like this in a video very similar where he walks up the passenger side of a guy's car because he pulled him over and he doesn't want to be, traffic's coming. So he goes up to the passenger side of the guy's car. The guy rolls his window down just a crack. Same situation as this. And the cop's like, can you roll your window down? The guy's not cooperating. He tells him he needs his license or registration. And the guy says, sure, I can get it for you. And he goes, what you got in the car? And blah, blah, blah. And
I know what video you're talking about.
the guy had two weapons. So the cop sees the pistol that the guy has sitting on the seat and says, do you mind if I take that weapon off of you just for my safety and your safety and blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, sure. So the cop reaches in, grabs that guy's pistol. He rolls the window down. The cop reaches in and grabs that guy's pistol. So he's got his weapon now and he takes it. And the guy doesn't want to show his, or says he's lost his ID or something. And the cop's like, all right, well, why don't you walk with me back to my car? We'll get this sorted out. I want to be able to keep an eye on you. I don't want to leave you in your car. I can't verify what's in there. And the guy's like, sure. And he's being accommodating. Mm-hmm. You can see on the dash cam, you can see both sides of the vehicle. The cop starts walking back. This guy opens the door to get out, reaches under the seat, and pulls out a fucking AR-15. And he walks with it below the truck. He's in a truck, and he walks with it down below the truck like he's casually walking. The cop's talking to him and being nice, and out of nowhere he goes, pop, 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 pop. Gets in his car and drops off. Yep. Ends that cop's life right then and there because he was too fucking nice and didn't follow. He should have already had his weapon drawn. The minute you saw a weapon on somebody else, you should have already had yours drawn. But that's what happens when they break protocol. It could be their last goddamn day on earth. Yep. And I post that video there and I was like, you want to explain that one?
Yep.
This is their fear. You're scared of them. This is what they're scared of at every stop. You might get stopped by a cop once, twice, maybe 3 times a year. They go through 50 of these a day.
Yeah. And imagine you go to your job with the knowledge that could be your last. Like,
imagine if you got stopped.
Slip-up.
The only way I can put it for people to put their head in the fucking shoes of a police officer, is to go, you guys are scared of one stop, and you might get stopped a couple times a year. Imagine if you got stopped 20 times on your way home from work. And every stop could go like that one.
Yep.
Now imagine that was your day every day.
Every day.
Because that's why they have these rules they follow. And when they break them, they could die.
They die. Yeah.
So you guys are saying he's lucky that they didn't pull guns on him? I say he's lucky that guy didn't have one.
Yeah.
All those cops are lucky he didn't have one.
Videos playing that perspective, saying, you know, that kind of justifies the cop punching him that second time because he couldn't see his hands. And what if he was grabbing a gun? He didn't, but there's a chance he did, because there's a lot of cops who do lose their lives like this. And then, you know,
this dude read my post.
Congrats.
I'm taking credit for this one. This motherfucker read my post.
the video continues. Acting like a child. What do you expect to happen?
What is your reason? Step out now.
And
I hate that.
What is your reason?
I hate that.
We've told
Why?
you for the last 10 minutes. He's doing it because the camera's on now.
Yeah, I know. I can't.
For the
stand
last
that
10
shit.
minutes, they've told you what the reason was. What do you mean?
Like, I have children, and
But he's doing it
you
for the
are-
camera.
Yeah,
This
I
is
know.
all an act
You're
for the
acting
camera.
Worse than children right now.
Because he's already got answers to all these questions, but he
Yeah,
didn't get those
but-
answers on his camera,
but
so
he
he's got to
didn't
ask
get
him
on
again.
tape, yeah.
Yeah, this is performative as fuck.
Yeah. He's still arguing. Still.
All right, so what they don't show there, because they argue, well, why were they hitting him when they were on the ground? Because you can't see it in the body cam footage or the other guy's footage, but if you play it back, you can hear the cop say, ow. You can hear him do it.
Yeah.
He's kicking them.
Yes.
He's kicking them. You can't see his hands. They're behind his back, and they're focusing on his head, and he's cut off on his cam. He's kicking them while he's down. He's kicking and squirming like a child. You could argue whether or not those kicks were intentional. Maybe he was just squirming. But either way, there's a moment in there where you hear the cop's body cam or something near it get kicked, and the cop go, "Ow, shit! Stop resisting!"
I don't
Yeah,
know
like he
whether
yells at him,
it's
"Stop
gone
resisting!"
past, but one of the cops is like, "What the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
you?"
like he's
reaction-
spurging out on the ground
Yeah.
when all he has to do is comply. So he's still not complying. He's making this as difficult as possible
Yes.
because he knows what it looks like. And the police chief that makes a statement is right. The use of force never looks good. It's always going to look rough.
Yeah,
but you got to be able to see past the roughness to find out what exactly happened here.
Yeah.
And what happened here is this dude baited the cops into an altercation, and now he's playing them like a fiddle to get the footage that he wants to go viral. And you know what? It's kind of working. It's kind of working.
Now, that
Yeah. He says, stop resisting.
was crazy. However, you're dealing with Florida, and these Florida cops don't play. They don't mess around with this resisting.
Yeah, plus, this is Florida. These cops have to deal with Florida man on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the crazy shit that they've seen. Also, now the animals are doing crazy Florida man shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look it up and show it after this, but there are alligators in Florida that have learned how to swim upside down and hold their hands out of the water to mimic a drowning child. And when people jump in to save the drowning child, they grab them and drag them under.
I'm sorry.
Florida
But I'm
gators.
from a place with gators, and I just find it's kind of cute.
Yeah, they just throw their two front hands up and they just wave them back and forth and splash a lot. So from a distance, it looks like someone's drowning. You jump in to save them, and that alligator's like, "Gotcha, bitch," and then pulls you under. And that's it. You're done. This is the shit cops got to deal with. It's fucking Florida.
Florida.
Crab. That punch worked. That punch worked. It did its job.
Yep.
It's a bink, destabilized him, knocked him to the ground, and they're able to get on top of him. Listen,
It was intended to disorient.
Yeah.
Because you don't want him resisting as he gets out. You don't want him reaching for a weapon or whatnot. You want to open the door and immediately go, "Nope, that ain't happening," and then just like shut it down immediately. You can argue whether or not it was excessive. That's up to the judge to decide, I guess. But in my opinion, this dude's been asking for it for the last 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Longer.
Hey, what's good, Vindale?
You can understand how wrong the video looks. But those two perspectives alone, the one where the cop punches the window, dude's still standing there like this, then he gets dinked again, but he got dinked when his hands weren't shown. So like, what if he was grabbing something? The cop didn't know that or not, so that kind of can justify, okay, maybe.
Stop making sense.
How dare
Clearly, this is a race thing.
How dare
Stop being
you.
Uncle Tom. Stop making sense. What? What? Logic? We don't use that here. Not in my neighborhood, homie. Not on my block.
Not on my watch.
Not
Logic?
on my block, G. You in the wrong hood. Ain't no logic here, motherfucker. All cops are bastards. All cops.
Oh, God.
That's why the cop punched him a second time. Then boom, he's sitting there buckled in the car like a child. They drag him out the car. He's standing. He starts like shoving and whatnot. Dink again, goes to the ground.
I love this sound effect for punching his dink.
Yes, dink.
Dink, dink, dink. This man ain't never been in a fight in his life.
Bless his heart. Anyway.
Well, thank you, Vindo.
Got him arrested.
Hands behind your back.
And now they're calm.
What's wrong with you?
Yep,
What
and
the
then they're
fuck's
immediately
wrong with
calm.
you?
There could have been much more of an ass whooping if this
Yeah.
was really race-based.
Yeah.
Also, one of them's black.
Yeah.
Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only reason the white ones didn't beat his ass so bad. Yes, I heard that one. It's the one black cops present kept them in check, but not enough in check.
What are we?
Oh.
Are we?
The arguments on Twitter are so bad around this. They're
God.
so bad. Some of them are calling him racist. He's a race traitor. Some of them are going, those white cops probably wanted to be more racist and then he showed up, but they still had to get it out of their system. Yeah, it's just all this cope. There's so much of it. God, I hate Twitter.
God, I hate
Yet I can't stop posting on it.
Yeah,
I think
was
I might
gonna
have a
say,
problem.
But yeah.
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was on.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
That's the black one talking.
Yes.
Ain't no talking now, motherfucker. Like, you know how this works. What are you doing? Ain't no talking now, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Everything you say and do will be used against you. Shut the fuck up.
When he was in the car, he was like, you know, closed mouth and everything. But now, as soon as
Now
they
he
get
can't
you
stop talking.
out, you can't stop talking.
Because now he's a victim.
Because now
he's
yeah,
a victim. This
yeah.
is performative as hell. Where'd that other sign go?
With black cops, 2 black officers. This ain't even a race thing. Nope.
Nothing will trigger a cop faster and make you look more guilty than calling a cop bro.
Bro, I know, right?
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's... Dude.
Dude, I took,
Nothing sounds guiltier than throwing bro out like a punctuation mark.
Yeah.
It makes you sound ignorant and guilty.
Jesus
Just stop
Christ.
talking. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off.
Come on, bruh. Bruh.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all.
You're just
Ain't
trying
no
to have
way
a
Dan
regular
skip-
I'm trying to
conversation.
have a regular conversation, bruh. All I think is the fucking the fucking birds. Bruh.
I took our daughter to McDonald's the other day,
Bruh.
and at the drive-thru, the guy was like, "What you want, little bro?" And Claire just busts out laughing, and I was like, "Excuse
Even
me."
my kids laugh at that shit.
I was like,
Even my kids think
"Excuse
bro
me?"
makes you sound stupid. They're fucking 10, and if you start pulling the bros out in front of my 10-year-old, they just start laughing at you like, fucking loser.
And I said, "Excuse me," and he didn't say anything. And then when I got to the window, he was like, "Ma'am." I was like, "Yes."
I need to talk to them because if that ever happens again, the next time they say that to one of our children, there's only one correct response, and our kids can get away with it. We can't. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Yep, you're gonna die. I don't know what you're doing here, but
There's only one correct response, and our kids can get away with it, but we can't because I'll have to get in a fight if I do it. But our kids could get away with it with the. What you want? What did he say?
he was like, "What you want, little bro?" I'm like,
The only correct response is, just put the fries in the bag, bro. She, like the child, like we need to teach them to just look deadpan at them and go, just put the fries in the bag, bro. In the bag. That's the only correct response. Shut that shit down immediately.
Jesus Christ.
God, I hate that bro stuff so
do
much.
too.
You sound so stupid saying it. Anytime I hear someone who says the word bro more than once in a paragraph.
Yep.
Like, I'll excuse it once, maybe twice, but if you're using it like as a punctuation mark on every sentence, bro, come on, bro, what you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? Oh my God, you're ignorant as fuck. I am just immediately writing you off as a low IQ and individual.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And guess what? Cops are gonna do the same. Call it profiling, but you want your cops to profile to a certain extent. Their job is to be able to identify a threat and to be able to identify certain behaviors. That's one of them.
First impressions
That's one of
matter.
them.
You can scream about judging books by the covers all they want.
I think
but we're animals.
using the little bro thing is especially used to rage bait. Oh yeah, that's why I tell my daughter to do it. It's to enrage him. Yes, you are 100% right. When she tells him to just put the fries in the bag, bro, that's intended to enrage him. The little bro thing, that's also intended to enrage him. Just using bro in general is not necessarily rage baity, but the idea of using little bro, put the fries in the bag, bro, or there's so many ways you can say it that are just rage baity. And that is exactly what this dude is using it for with the cops. He is trying to trigger them into beating his ass more because he realizes that, oh, they've only hit me once or twice. This might be justified. I need them to keep going. This doesn't look bad enough to get me paid.
To me, this is crazy.
He wants to get paid. He thinks he's going to get paid.
I would love to have a payday or whatever, but I'm not going to risk my life, get a beating to do so. None of the shit that he's doing, but I know that's exactly why he's doing it.
Yeah, it is performative, and he hasn't gotten the response that he wants.
Yeah, he
wants that like Rodney King level ass whooping that's going to go mega viral, and he's got hit 3 times.
The fact
he got punched once by each cop and told to shut up and stop resisting, and then they stopped. They calmed down immediately, and he's like, "Oh, these cops don't look crazy enough. I'm gonna start talking shit."
Yeah, like
he is trying to rage bait them.
That he is willing to do this to try to get money lets me know all I need to know about you as a person. Icky.
Yep.
Just very icky.
Man is gambling with his life.
Yep.
And the part that's pissing me off is the gamble may actually pay off because he got himself one of them fancy civil rights lawyers.
No, he got himself a crump.
And the cop did lose his job.
Why?
So even though the chief of police said we're putting him on leave while we investigate, once the civil rights lawyers stepped in and backlash started, the chief of police, it was out of his hands. It came from above his head. They went ahead and fired the officer. So the officer's already lost his job, which is just going to make him look more guilty. So this might actually work. No, I didn't go fast enough.
No, you didn't.
Skippy and hell yeah, if you're trying to have a calm, rational conversation when you're sitting here acting like a child. I ain't moving nowhere. Why are you talking to me? This is unlawful, this and the third. Sir, what kills me is that all of this started because of his headlight. If he would have just been like, hey, officer, sorry. Like, for example, this was me.
I'd argue that that's why he turned his headlights off during the rain.
It was on purpose.
He wanted to get pulled. Yeah. You're giving him more benefit of the doubt than I'm willing. Because after watching this many times over, which I have and analyzed it, the more I watch, the more I'm like, I'm pretty sure he knew why he get pulled. He turned his lights off to intentionally get pulled. Yep. Those lights on a car that new should have been automatic. He shouldn't have had, like, them being off shouldn't even have been an option. Nope. The fact that they're off means you turned them off.
I would have opened the door, like, hey, officer, sorry, I don't want to alarm you. Here are my hands. My window's broken. If you're cool, I'm going to go ahead and get you my license and registration, and I'm going to let you do what you have to do. That's literally it. Like, these cops, like, you can't really sit here and think that every single cop wakes up wanting to cause harm, wanting to cause a ruckus, wanting to be put on leave, wanting to start all this drama. No. And that you can't navigate through life with this innate fear of the police, thinking that everything that's going to be wrong can go wrong wrong and they're out to get you, this, that, and the third. Because I used to be there. Again, I used to have the most crippling anxiety because of the police, mainly due to mainstream media.
Did you ever react the way that that guy reacted with
No,
your
he
crippling
did not.
anxiety and being scared?
Because he was actually, you know,
Is that what
anxious and
happened?
scared. Yeah.
I want to hear if he says, and I used to react the same way. I guarantee you that part's not coming out of his mouth.
Nope, it is.
I don't
not.
know the man. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think that's what he's about to say.
Nope.
Telling me how I'm supposed to be reacting, how I'm supposed to be feeling regarding stories like this. That they're only out to get me because I'm black, that cops are here hunting black people, blacks are shooting and killing and arresting all these black. Like, that's not...
Listening to raps and shooting all the jobs.
Listening to the rap.
No, it's still not fast enough. I need a faster car.
At that narrative absorbs any
Volkswagen
type
won't do
of, you know, a responsibility on behalf of the person being arrested. It reminds me of the whole George Floyd situation. There's so many black people out talking about, oh, well, that could have been me, that could have been me. No, it couldn't have. My melanin does not define my mindset. And just because me and Mr. George Floyd are both brown.
Oh, that's it. He's about to... He's lost all credibility now. He went after George Floyd. The fucking fentanyl addict who's got a history of crime. None of that had anything to do with what happened to him, though. It could have been you law-abiding, sober citizen.
Yeah, no.
It could have happened to you. It
No.
wasn't because he has a history with these officers. He has a history with this community. He's a known drug addict and known criminal with a record. No, none of that had anything to do with it.
Does not mean I would be high on fentanyl, screaming, I can't breathe
Yes.
when no one's touching me in the back a seat of a police car and doing all this resisting and hippering, hollering. No, I would have never been in George Floyd's situation. I would never hold a gun to a pregnant woman's belly. If you want to get into it, we can. You're not.
He did that, by the way.
Yep, he did.
That's one of the charges he's had
Yep.
convicted of
Yep.
and served time for.
Yep.
You know, threatening to shoot a fetus.
Pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, threatening to shoot an unborn baby.
Yep.
But I guess we'll forget about that part.
Yeah.
Not going to equate me to all these people that are in these horrible situations just because they're brown. You can't. And on the other hand, I said, well, I will get into this later. I'll touch on it a little bit now. Yes, I have had over 30 interactions with the police officers, mainly due, a good chunk of that is due to profiling. But when you talk about profiling, it's mainly because of situations like this where brown folk don't know how to act when it comes to the police. They just make dumbass decisions nonstop. Always acting a fool, hippering, hollering, yelling. You ain't got to do
That's
the
my
police this,
point.
police that.
You make it
acting
harder
a
for the
fool.
rest of
We've gone
us.
through my black fatigue video. When it comes to being profiled.
Did we watch that one?
No.
His black
I don't-
fatigue one?
I don't know if we did or not.
I feel like we watched one
We
of them.
did. We watched something because
Black people
you
getting
were
sick
like,
of black people.
Yeah.
And that, you know, all of those black people, they finally stopped calling people like you Uncle Toms and race traders, and now I think there's more of you than there are of them, of black people just also sick of black people.
Yeah, yeah.
Black people sick of a certain kind of black people
There
that
you
I
go.
can't say on stream, and apparently my wife can't either.
I
but,
can't either.
If you
Trifling
need to,
ass, you know what?
but if you need to know what kind of black person I'm talking about, Chris Rock has a good bit about it.
Yeah, there you go.
If I remove my ego.
I'll leave it there.
And I remove my frustration, and I just look at it through a different set of lens. I can sit back and say, you know what, I get it.
Yeah, I can too.
I can sit back and say, you know what, I get it. Because when you see what these cops have to deal with, when you see what citizens have to deal with at theme parks, in restaurants, at protests that's so-called peaceful, on Carnival cruises, at McDonald's, in malls, it's always people who look identical to me. So what can I expect when someone's out there trying to protect their community? And we know so common, I'm not saying white people don't do anything, Mexicans, Asians, I'm not saying that. When you got someone who looked like me, 5'8", brown, 20s, I mean, hello, yeah, cop's gonna be a little bit on guard. I get it. It makes sense to me. But you can't act like this, especially if you're already afraid of the police and you're fearful of what they can do. You don't need to be this fearful, and you don't need to let...
Yeah, you guys complain about stereotypes constantly, and you realize, like...
But you play into them
Yeah, stereotypes,
all the time.
stereotypes don't go away overnight. It's going to take time. The only thing that's going to kill that stereotype is time, and you no
Chipping
longer,
away at it.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
no longer playing into the stereotype. There needs to be more of you who don't fit the stereotype than do. And I'm not just talking about in real life. I'm talking about in the media. The media needs to stop like showing it off as funny and showing it every. It needs to stop being seen. When it gets to a point where that is the rare part, the problem is it's way too common, which is why it's a stereotype. The only way to beat that stereotype is to change the culture. But you can't tell them that it's the culture. No, no, no. It's not the culture. It's always racism.
Yeah, but media needs to stop finding the ghettoest looking asshole to interview. Interview that nice man who walked by in his suit with his briefcase.
That doesn't get, because the well-educated, Key and Peele did a skit on that where they stopped the well-educated one, and like everyone just left and no one watched and you heard crickets. No one wants to see that guy.
No one wants to see him.
But you put the hide your kids, hide your wife. You put that shit up there, and it's gonna go viral. It's gonna get clicks, and clicks equal money.
Yeah,
it's money. It's not racism. It's money.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Don't worry, my black brother. I'm Mexican. I'm with you. We brothers. We suffered the same. Did you though? Did you though? What, you're Mexican? You suffered the same as the black man? Oh. Careful with that one. I'd be careful with that one. I have been balls deep in the black community for a minute, and even I don't pretend to know all their struggles. Even I know there's a line I can't cross. I don't call them brothers.
Look, I try to keep in mind.
White folk hate you too. Spoiler alert, there's a lot of black folk that hate you too.
Well.
Yeah, that exists.
So, yeah, I mean, it does exist. So
Oh, you didn't know I was streaming on Twitch and all these other channels? Yes, my main platform is YouTube. Please go watch me there and subscribe. I'm trying to get monetized. I would much appreciate it if you guys would hit the subscribe button and help me reach 1,000. I promise I won't hate you no matter what your race is if you hit the subscribe button. Okay,
yeah,
there, I got that out the way. Okay.
But you and your shameless promotion.
Even though I'm Mexican and have papers, they still call me a wet bag. I'm pretty sure you mistyped that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. And thank you for the follow. I don't know why I read penis at the end of that. I just glanced over.
What?
It's chipmunk. But at first glance, it looked like advanced penis. I don't know why I saw advanced penis. Well, thank you, Chipmunk, for the follow. Andrew, I hope you're enjoying your advanced penis.
Is that a class you take in college? It's the graduate level.
I walked in with a beginner level penis, but after reaching a body count, no, it's what you get from watching Fresh and Fit. According to Fresh and Fit, when my body count reaches 85, I've achieved advanced
penis. Well, PhD in penis.
Got a PhD in advanced penis. And spoiler alert, ICE don't give a fuck about your papers.
Yeah, not ICE now.
You don't need papers. All right? In the year of our Lord, 2025, you don't need papers. You need to go full Michael Jackson. Just bleach your skin. Like, you need cowboy hat, boots, maybe a good set of overalls, the works. And
a big old truck.
If you can mimic my accent and maybe spit while you're on the sidewalk on a cake.
Yeah. Get some chalk.
Do you own a truck? No.
Do you own a tractor, perhaps? A John Deere lawnmower. Anything.
I'm not saying that there aren't exceptions to the rule. As my uncle would say, you need to be one of the good ones.
Yeah, he has an uncle with a Hitler stash.
He shaved it for you.
I'm sure he grew it back by now. But I find that listening to his uncle's thoughts will let you know exactly how people like that think.
You're one of the good ones.
Yeah, thanks. And this is what I don't get. I don't get why other people of color, why we have to have this hierarchy. Why, like, you know.
It's part of y'all's culture.
No. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, I'll stop.
Like your friend's wife, she obviously.
Oh, you talking
looks
about
down on, you know.
That's how they're raised.
I know that's how they're raised.
Racial hierarchy. All
But
right. It's not
guess
just whites
what?
at the
At the
top.
end of
I'm about
the
to break it down to
day-
you. It's not just whites at the top. Now, blonde-haired, blue-eyed whites are at the top. And
Yeah.
underneath them are your brunettes, and underneath them are the ones who tan a little darker than the rest of us. They don't
You.
sunburn. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then underneath them, Asians. Okay, if we're going into other races, it's Asians. And then there's different levels of Asian. So like Japanese are at the top, all right, and then it's Korean, and then it's Chinese, and then underneath them is like the Filipinos. Then it's Indians. Okay, not the woo, but the dot ones. Okay, and then underneath them is Native Americans, and then underneath them, all the way down at the bottom, you.
Where do Hispanics come in?
Oh, Hispanics are just above you.
Just above
you guys
us.
are kind of fighting for that bottom place.
Yeah.
I think in the year 2025, you guys might be winning. It might be you and then them at the bottom.
Just
Then
by a
them at the bottom.
smidge.
Yeah, but just a little bit.
But that's my
Just a little bit.
point, is that I don't understand why other races
They have
will
meetings
do
about
this.
this. They have meetings about this.
Do they? Who's they? Who are we talking about?
People like my uncle.
Oh, well,
They have
yeah,
meetings
they have
about this.
meetings about
They
this.
used to have a hotline you could call.
They
where
closed
they
that
would
down,
give
didn't
you the weekly. Yeah, they finally closed that shit down.
Yeah.
But I used to give that on like surveys and shit. Anytime I wanted to give my number, because it was a local number to where I live. It was not far from my house. It was the KKK. You would call it, and it's a dude's house, and the answering machine would pick up, and you could tell it was one of those old answering machines because you could hear the tape like rewinding and shit.
Yeah.
And it would go beep, and then he'd be like, "Thank you for calling the KKK message." And then he'd give you like that week's news for the KKK. And then after the beep, you could leave your comments, like you leave comments on a YouTube video. I would have loved to
I
listen to
was
those
gonna
comments.
say like social media.
But that's how he would get his feedback for the news. And then he'd do it again next week, and he'd leave it up. The last time I remember calling it, he was bitching about Obama. Like, that's how long it's been.
Damn it, Obama.
But it was a local number to where I lived. So anytime I had to fill out paperwork and I didn't want them to have my phone number, I put the KKK's number on there.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Same
got a
area
lot
code
of
and
calls from
everything.
Best Buy. But
Yes. If they've ever had to call me about my Best Buy rewards card.
they got the Klan. There's people that stand in Walmart to Comcast. Anyway.
Used to give it to girls I wasn't interested in. Oh, gay dudes at bars. Every gay dude that's ever hit on me at a bar has gotten the KKK's number. I don't have a problem with gay dudes. I'm just not gay. I do wish I could have seen the look on their face, because I'm realizing now in retrospect that probably sent the wrong message.
It probably did. It probably did send the wrong
It's too funny not to do. It was too funny not to do. But you call it now, it just gives you the disconnection notice. I think they finally stepped in and shut that shit down.
They finally shut it down. But
Since I'm brownish, should I paint myself black? And painting myself black, would that be black on black crime? I mean, are you hurting yourself? First of all, we need to figure out what you mean by black on black crime, because I feel like that statistic's skewed. I asked my black friend once why he's got 2 babies by 2 different women, and his response was, because pulling out of that booty would be black on black crime.
really?
So I don't know what it means anymore.
Anyway, I can't. But back to what I was saying after that tangent is that for some reason, like it irritates me when other races are,
Other races irritate me too.
just as racist or whatever against other races, and I'm like,
Black people can't be racist though.
Shut up. You get that at the end of the day, if we were all in a Holocaust type situation, you gonna be right there with us, right? You're red behind, you're yellow behind, whatever it may be. I don't care what level of color you are, you're all gonna be right there with us. So why are we doing this hierarchy shit? Why are we doing this, skews? I'll say ladder. I won't say totem.
Some of them go to the
Anyway.
extreme. Look, there's probably different reasons for it. It's a good way to justify their racism, I guess. But some of them have different reasons for it. The really extreme ones are the ones who, and you've seen kind of the soft version of this when my mom gave her explanation of how she can believe in creationism and evolution at the same time. There are some that believe that black people are genetically different people. They're a genetically different kind of human and therefore lesser than. Because remember, according to my mom, white people were in the Bible. They were made by God. But black people, well, you guys evolved from monkeys. See, creationism and evolution exist at the same time. This is why there's no black people in heaven, because they're monkeys.
Pretty sure there's black people in heaven if heaven exists.
Well, no, because they're not people. They evolved from monkeys. God only wants his children in heaven. He didn't make y'all. He made monkeys, and y'all evolved. Y'all defied his divine plan.
Oh, so you mean God doesn't have the divine plan then?
Well, no, but you defied it. The devil did.
I
The
thought
devil did
everything
his
was
way. No,
God's
it was
plan.
the devil
What
did,
happened?
until the devil interferes. Because the devil.
Okay.
Because
the
devil.
Yeah. Everything
Because the devil.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Damn you, Keanu Reeves. That's fucked up to even say. Yeah, my mom honestly believes that.
His
though.
mom.
She has honestly been. She's honestly been raised to believe that is the case.
She also still calls Asian people Orientals, like she's on the Ponderosa.
She still occasionally calls y'all coloreds.
Yeah, she does. You're right. You know.
All right. When I say that my parents are old school, they're old school.
Yep. They're old school racist.
My whole family is that old school.
It's that
Yep. Anyway.
RC Cola racist.
Anyway, back to this.
Mainstream, honestly, you don't need to let social media trap you in this echo chamber or mainstream media guilt trip you into thinking you have to be fearful of the police and fearful of being black or whatever it may be, because that's just not the case. And we have to see how the left versus the right is framing this. I guarantee you when
Oh, here comes this ad read. Nice transition. Ground news, everybody.
we dive into this and we look at the left versus the right, I bet you the left is going to focus on black man, and the right is just going to omit the race and just say what it is. That's my bets. But let's go down here and see.
I used to stream on there, Vendel, and it wasn't worth my time to set up and deal with, because there's all of you can go look at the number of people on that site. Like, that site just hasn't taken off yet, and no one using it. Like, there's no one watching you there, and it's just low viewership overall. Like, I think I went there once and I added up the total number of views from all of the streams that had views, which all fit on the first page, by the way. And it ended up being like 200 people shared across the entire site. It's just not worth my time.
Our video share did after you punch on a man.
I mean, I've got more than the entirety of their site on the platform you're watching on right now. We got 397 in here.
And look.
And that's just on the platform that you're on. That's not counting YouTube, Twitch, and, Kick, or any of the other sites that I stream on. So.
Look at that. Video shows 40-minute black man, okay, body cam, violent arrest.
We'll let him do his ad read, because we're watching his content. Yep. But I've definitely done enough to transform it, so I don't have to do this, by the way.
Actually appalled. They're changing their ways. Okay, the right, black man, maybe the media landscape is changing. Black man, dragon, black man, Jacksonville cop on the rest. Okay, New York Post, TMZ, black man. Okay, what we see, honestly, this is really good, and I love that. I'm kind of shook. Huffington Post didn't say the race. USA Today didn't mention the race. I'm shook, you guys. I'm shook. I love that this is changing. I'm glad that I'm wrong. I'm glad that I was wrong.
Well, the night's still young.
You can still be proven wrong.
Yeah, we're still early on in this.
You can still be proven right.
Give it time. Give it time. That narrative will change once. Now that he's gotten one of them fancy civil rights lawyers, as he starts doing more court appearances, the public perception will change. This is what that guy does. This is his job. So
yeah,
just letting you know. All right.
Because I feel like definitely back in the...
With all due respect, your mom's parents were fucked up. They were.
Yeah.
You are not wrong.
Yeah.
Such a bad way to traumatize that poor good old lady. I'm fairly positive my grandpa was in the Klan.
Yep.
2013, 2014.
I don't know. He died when I was young, and 4 people went to his funeral because he was a proper asshole.
Yeah.
By the way, one of those 4 people worked at the funeral home. Just so we're clear.
Did your grandma go?
Grandma went. One of my
Okay.
uncles went. One of his friends from work went. And the guy that worked at the funeral home. Those were the 4 people present at his funeral.
And you?
No, we didn't go.
You didn't go?
No, we didn't go.
Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
I just remember hearing Grandma complain that there were only 4 people there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, complain/laugh because she
I was
knew he
gonna
was an
say
asshole.
complain.
Complain/laugh.
I don't imagine she complained.
She would use that as proof that he was an asshole his entire life because she kept bringing it up. 4 people went to that funeral.
I'm
Told
sorry,
you he was an asshole.
But I would too.
And she smoked her way to cancer.
Yep, and she smoked her way to cancer. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Era, it would have been black men everywhere, but I'm glad they're making changes. There are some media outlets that lean more left that didn't even mention the race at all, and I appreciate that. And I really appreciate too the sponsor of today's video, Ground News, for equipping us with the tools to see.
There he is. He brought it home.
And brought it on around.
What?
Could you have more waifu wagons? Jesus Christ.
That's like all that's in this game. There's a doggy one.
Is that My
That's
Little
Iron Man.
Pony?
Oh, which one?
No.
Oh, yeah.
And-
your daughter painted that one. She picked the paint job
Go
for
back.
that one.
Go
Back
back,
when she
go
played
back,
this
go
game
back,
with me.
Go back. Did you make my car into a McDonald's car?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. They wouldn't let me make it into a penis because it looked like a penis.
It does not look like a penis.
Your version of the car did. That's the 4-seater. The 2-seater looks like a penis.
No,
the
it
BMW
did
you
not
have?
look. Yes, I know what we're talking
If you
about.
guys want to
And
know what her
it
car
did-
looked like, in my mind,
it did not look
I
like
can't
a
show it on
penis.
stream. It's an old SNL skit. Look up the ambiguously gay duo. They're a superhero team who drove a penis car, and it looked. If you painted it gray, it would look like her BMW. So I'm saying. So I'm saying. It was a
no,
2-seater
it would
too.
not. No,
It's
it
a
would
2-seater.
not.
Go look it up. Look it up on your phone right
On
now.
my
Ambiguously
I've
gay duo.
seen it, and it didn't look like that.
Look, I made Snoop Dogg's Skittles car. That's Snoop Dogg's car right there.
Yep.
Here. There's the stream one I made. I made some stream ones too. And I even put you in the game, so you should be happy now.
Yay. I mean, yay.
Do you have any idea how long that took me?
A long time. I know.
This is just Street Fighter stuff.
Yeah.
And there, boom.
Yeah.
Telling people to subscribe to me. And our Snoop Dogg car. Hey, come subscribe to me in my Snoop Dogg car. All right, anyway.
See this for ourselves. I would have loved this when I was in high school and college. I would have loved it so much just because I'm not being swayed a certain way. I can see what everybody's saying, and it's so dope to me. So be sure to tap the link below. It's going to click here on the screen to get involved. And don't be worried.
This car does not
just
drift.
apply to those here in the
does
United
not.
States. You can go right here to this corner and tap
seems
this
like-
edition. You
boat.
can get
It's like
international, you
driving
can
a boat,
Canada,
yeah.
Europe. You could always do the news that matters to you, that is very local to you. Additionally, my favorite part about Ground News is Blind Spot, which is this cool section that shows you everything that the left is not talking about, but the right is. And on the other side, everything that the left is talking about, but the right isn't. That way you can always see who's talking about what in the news and what you aren't being.
I've said this before when he's done these ad reads, but I'll say it again. It's a sad state. The fact that this service even needs to exist shows the sad state of our media, that you need to pay to see, to get the full story because each side lies.
Shown because of political bias. For example, something that the left isn't talking about at all, but the right is. Missouri AG sues Planned Parenthood for allegedly lying about dangers of abortion drug. Here we go. And the right has been talking about that nonstop, and the left not so much. Hence why they're not talking about it, because there is this rising. They want to blame it on like trad wives and like Republicans being crunchy, being concerned about abortion pills and that whole rabbit hole. They've been saying that it can be dangerous to women. And the left is like, no, it's not, it's fine. Whole time, they very well could be posing a danger, and the left is not reporting on this, and it's quite shady. And over here on the right, something that isn't talking about at all, which is kind of surprising to me, Canadian man with epilepsy who died in ICE custody was flagged for health concerns. That's wild. The right isn't talking about that at all. The left is, because the left has always been saying some of these ICE detainments are dangerous, and the right's always like, no, it's not, it's fine. It's clearly not in some areas. So that's something very interesting, and I would not have known about this if it wasn't for Blind Spot. So again, if you want to get your news where I get my news, be sure to tap the link below or scan the QR code here on the screen to get involved with Ground News. They're giving you 40% off.
Well, you know, Vindale, I know it's hard to decide which specific platform to watch me on, but did you know that just like Ground News, you can see more than one news source? You can also watch me on more than one platform at once. Yeah, you can kind of watch me on all of them if you really want to show support. Just saying, that's an option.
The Vantage plan, which is one that I use that unlocks all the cool tools that we've gone through in this video, which honestly comes out to the price of one coffee a month, which is totally worth it, especially in this media landscape. So again, if you want to get your news where I get my news, y'all ahead and look into Ground News because they keep me grounded.
I just really wanted to know.
All right, he's done with his ad read. We're going to come back and see this guy's statement. Let me rewind it here. Go back 5 seconds. Okay. I got to pick a car again. Let's go with the Deadpool one, I guess. I don't know why it's making me pick a different car, but all right. Doing a multiplayer race, I'm probably going to get destroyed, but I'm just here to advertise my stream on my car. Get some more people on board. Oh. Oh, okay. Don't let my phone die. You're gonna need it.
I know. I'm trying to get up with my dad.
All right, we're at the statement part.
Make your news where I get my news. Y'all ahead and look into Ground News because they keep me grounded.
I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over.
He told
you.
That fucking snaggletooth gets me, bro. I can't unsee that.
Why I needed to step out the car, and I know I didn't do nothing wrong.
Yes.
I was really just scared.
No,
to the sheriff, respectfully, you can't justify this.
He's in all of these cases.
God, I can't.
He's in all of them.
Like I think
he's so full of shit too.
He's so full of shit. He reminds me of one of those scummy preachers. Like, I can't stand him.
He's the Black Better Call Saul.
He is. He's Black Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Ain't this the same man?
Yes!
Yes!
It is!
Like he's in every case.
He is.
Because he is.
Ben Crump. Yes.
Yes.
Trayvon Martin, Breonna Taylor, Michael Brown, George Floyd, Benjamin Crump.
He's like an ambulance chaser, but
You can't condone this.
with civil
You
rights.
have to condone.
He didn't condone it. He didn't condemn it. He said he's going to do neither until it's an investigation, which you, as a lawyer, should support. It's called due process.
Yep.
Everyone's supposed to get due process. Fair. He's being fair. You know, that thing that you're supposed to uphold and make sure that the system upholds as a lawyer. That's your job.
Well, in all fairness, due process is kind of sticky wicket.
Yeah, which is why lawyers are supposed to keep it honest.
I mean, once again, we're talking about Ben Crump.
Damn this.
He didn't know what could be the consequences or repercussions of presenting, but he...
No, this is what we're not going to do. You're not about to sit here and absolve somebody of all like responsibility just because they were scared. You're the whole grown.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Finds a way to absolve them of any responsibility. He wasn't scared, but that's the narrative that this this fucking jerkweed's gonna push because it absolves him of any responsibility.
Yeah.
I have reminded people of this in the past when they've gone to court. That there are certain statements that you can say that can't be disproven in court that can get you off of certain things, especially if it's like a self-defense case kind of thing. One of those things is your feelings.
Yep, I felt
scared. Well, that could mean different things to different people. The court can't prove how you personally felt at the time. So as long as your story is consistent, you can go with that. And this lawyer knows that, and that's why he's going with it. God damn it, I hate these little bumpy things.
I hate those little
Don't ask, man, you're a grown adult. You got this police officer telling you what the problem is. Just do what he's saying and go about your day. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. You sitting here pouting like this, buckling yourself up. What are you doing?
Because of it.
You're causing the ruckus.
turn.
You're causing a scene. All this could have been avoided if you would have just behaved like you're supposed to. Don't give the police a reason to act a fool. Otherwise, they will, because they don't know if you're a fool.
But you're looking at the reason he gave them that reason.
Yeah.
It's for this moment. Everything is playing out exactly like he wanted it to. And I'm a little mad. It might actually work.
Yep.
They deal with fools for a living. And you know what happens when you act like a fool? You get this. Take responsibility for your actions and go about your day.
Well, he can take responsibility or he can take a paycheck.
Or he can take
Guess
a
which one
paycheck.
he's chosen.
This don't make no damn sense. Just ignorant. I'm sorry. This is just stupid.
Thank
It's
you.
honestly stupid.
No, you're being ignorant. You're so ignorant.
Oh, God.
It's ignorant, and I hate this for the black community. I do, because I used to be there. I used to be just deathly terrified of the police. I used to just think that no black person can do wrong in the eyes of the police, right? But looking at this case and going through that footage, even if you want to say the punches were excessive, I'll give you that. I will give you that. But what you can't do is say that William didn't do anything wrong either. He was not obeying he wasn't obeying any order.
He
How
turned
long was
a
that
simple
video that we
traffic
watched where they're
stop
yelling at him, get out the car, please,
into
with your
a thing. A whole thing.
Yeah, he turned it into a whole thing to get
I
paid.
got stopped by the cops when I was home visiting.
All you got to do is a little bit of this right here.
Yeah.
Girls have it so easy. God, I wish I had tits. You have any idea how easy those make your life?
Yeah. I used to have a shirt that said I'll be using these to get what I want.
Huh?
Yeah.
your hands up. This is why you're being pulled over. Now you're resisting. Like, just get out. Like,
but he, with his faith in his family, and speaking with his legal team.
And they got to bring Jesus into it every time. Put his faith in Jesus.
Yeah, I can't stand that either. But
You mean he put his faith in a white man?
Yep.
You know, he
A
decided
Middle Eastern man.
In this matter, particularly that it's not just about William McNiel. It can be somebody else tomorrow.
No.
And that's what drove him.
No, it can't.
Fear mongering. That's the next play
Yeah.
in the playbook.
Yeah.
Because today is him. Yesterday it was
tomorrow
George
it could
Floyd.
be you.
Yesterday it was George Floyd. Today it's my client. Tomorrow it could be you.
Yeah, come forward.
Is that what they used to do
it
on
could be
those
somebody else. I'm
old,
not gonna act fool like that. I'm not gonna be ignorant.
1950s reefer madness kind of movies.
This dude's high right now.
And no, I'm not getting out this car. You're gonna have to unbuckle me. I need a supervisor. You black. How you scared of the police acting like that? You can't be a Karen. That doesn't really make sense.
You
If
can't be a Karen and be scared.
He's a blaring. He's blaring. It's blaringly obvious how afraid he is. That's why he had to act like this. You don't understand.
You don't understand the black man's struggle.
You don't understand my struggle.
Actually terrified of the police and you think they're gonna come after you, you would think you would not put up a fight and you would just do whatever they say. But you did the opposite. You're terrified of the police, and so you're gonna do the opposite of what they're telling you to do, thinking that they're just gonna actually leave you alone.
You know, the video that was posted to social media, and even in there, I couldn't see any clear.
He was scared like a deer in headlights. He obviously wasn't thinking. So you've misread it. He's so scared he froze. He just froze out of fear.
Yeah, that wasn't the face of frozen fear.
How dare you say what his fear face looks like? You don't know him.
Child.
You don't know him. That might be his fear face.
Oh,
You don't know
petulant child is his fear face.
It might be. You don't know. You weren't there.
Yeah, okay.
Purification. I mean, do you see that when you're watching this?
No, actually, I don't see where his hands are.
Thank
you.
you.
Can't assume, Jake. No one can assume. I operate, and we operate off facts and facts alone.
Yeah.
I can't make assumption. All I can go by
when I read those things.
Everything he's saying is logical and makes sense, and it's what you would want them to do if the shoe was on the other foot and the cop was the one on trial and not this guy, and they were investigating the police. You would want him to make those assumptions against the police. This is the way you would want him to act. Well, I can't assume that the cop is in the right pulling his weapon. You would want a full investigation. But now that they're investigating your guy, no.
Is what's stated in the report. I'm not saying whether it's true or whether it's not. I'm saying no one sees his hands at that point. He says, put your hands up, then his hands come up.
Yeah.
But it was after the strike to the face. Like I said, again, I'm not trying this case in front of the public. I'm trying to give the public the information in context of what happened. No one saw his hands at that point.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened from there, but that's part of the investigative process.
And what we have there is a black sheriff defending this so far, at least, saying, hey, when I'm
not even going to say he's defending it. He's just being fair. He's just telling you what the process is, and that's the way the process should go every single time. We shouldn't assume one side's guilty or one side is innocent until we've seen everything. That's how it should go. He is presumed innocent until proven guilty, and the same thing is true for the officers. The officers are presumed innocent until proven guilty. You have to prove something happened. You not the other way around. You don't have to prove they didn't follow the rules. You have to prove that they did. Like they're innocent until proven guilty. You don't have to prove that they're the good guys. You have to prove they're the bad guys.
I'm reading the transcript and I'm looking at this video. You don't see no hands when that second strike came. We can't assume that he was just sitting there pouting. You can't. As a cop, you can't. You don't know what he's doing, what he could grab for. So it's so funny. Like if there's anyone out there trying to make this a race thing, it literally is not, because you had two.
It's literally all of Twitter.
Black police officers there, and then a black.
Oh no, they're race traitors. They calling them racist too, homie. You ain't been on Twitter. You've underestimated these people.
This is just a matter of someone being stupid and being scared for no reason. And it's unfortunate that it got drug out this far, and this is what it's turned into. They're trying to sue, and you got Crump, and you got all these people involved. For what?
According to that video,
money. For money. Let's see what this guy has to say.
That guy ain't getting shit. He's not getting anything. He's not going to win this.
Watch the difference in the responses between the black people and the white people. By the way, watch.
Case civilly, due to the.
I don't think so either.
According to that body cam footage, if you go by the body cam footage, he's not winning. That guy actively resisted, and all you saw was that piece that they're showing on social media. But I urge you to watch the whole video. If you are stopped at a traffic stop, if an officer is conducting a traffic stop, please comply. Comply with their lawful orders. If you feel like you didn't commit any crimes, the side of the road is not where you hold the traffic court.
Yeah.
Literally.
Give them your ID. Apparently, with this video, things were already escalated. It was past that point, and it was deemed that this individual was under arrest, and he refused to step out of the vehicle. And of course, the officer did what I would do, and busted out the windows. But you got to understand that
he did what he said he was going to do. Like, you knew it was coming. They gave you plenty of warning.
It's not like it was a surprise.
These officers are human beings. So when they have to go to that level and use that level of force, you can't just automatically come down from that level of force. You don't know. Plus, look at
the fact that they came down as quick as they did after taking him to the ground. Like, that could have gone so much worse at so many points in that thing. There's so many points where a weapon could have been drawn, where it could have gone so much worse if anger had actually gotten the better of them. They showed a level of restraint few cops ever do.
Times that we're living in, we got people ambushing federal officers. We got local law enforcement officers being attacked, being ambushed. People hate. This is the most anti-law enforcement time.
And all that could have been avoided if you would have just complied. That's all you had to do. And I love.
He's still being too charitable. It has not crossed his mind at all that this is intentional. Yeah. That this is the desired outcome, that he wanted this to happen so he could sue. He wants a payday. I'm sticking by that narrative because to me that looks incredibly obvious.
That's definitely what it is.
It looks incredibly obvious.
I think the other guy's first couple of comments said it. Oh yeah, he ain't getting up from this.
I hope not, but the fact that they've already fired the officer has me worried.
Has me worried, but yeah, he knows that's the probably.
But anyway,
the whole thing,
we'll let the black guy finish, and then you can see what the white people say about it.
Oh God.
Love. Other black content creators are highlighting this and letting this be known, because this whole narrative of like, woe was me, black victimhood, nothing can go wrong, and I'm black, victimized by the police, that's dropping so fast.
About goddamn time.
I know, right?
I'm so happy to highlight and show that there's other creators of the mindset that nothing went wrong. Yeah, when I first watched it, I was like, oh, this is like, he's getting some money. He's getting paid. But the more I watched it and the more I thought about other context, I sat back here and I'm like, actually, this all kind of lines up. How he's acting, what you see, what you can't see. You guys, we all watch the same thing. Let me know in the comments below what you think. But that's where I'm at.
After watching the whole video of the Jacksonville arrest, bro.
Here we go.
I'm gonna put it like this. When I get pulled over, I know there's a probability that my black ass can get shot. And I'm gonna do every single thing in my power to prevent that from happening. That nigga did not do that. Really, bro, I feel like everybody in that fucking video was tripping. For one, why are you resisting arrest and you know you a nigga? For two, why is you punching him and shit for no fucking reason? All that punching him and shit was so unnecessary, bro. Like, y'all didn't even have to do that. Y'all had 4 people for that nigga. If that was Karen, y'all wouldn't have did that. If you didn't see the full video, go watch it. But the cop basically pulled up, told him what he was getting pulled over for. It was some bullshit. It was some light shit. He started the whole, oh, call your supervisor shit. And then the cop asked for his license and registration.
Pretty standard issue. Also, it wasn't just the headlights. He also says you weren't wearing a seatbelt. Everyone seems to miss that part. But if you go back and watch it, he says he lists off several reasons, and it looked like he was going to list a third reason before the guy interrupts him and stops him to argue about the headlights. He says you didn't have your headlights on, you weren't wearing your seatbelt, and he was about to say a third thing, and then he gets cut off and never gets to say the third thing. So it was obviously multiple things. He didn't just see headlights off. He saw a guy with headlights off with no seatbelt, and you may have been doing something else. I don't know what the third thing is he was going to get to.
Because a lot of times, depending on the day, cops might not deem it worth the time to stop you for just one of those things.
I mean, they could stop you just. They can stop you just because your vehicle met the description of a vehicle they're supposed to be looking at. Like they don't.
But when
there's
when
a
you
lot
start
of reasons.
piling stuff on, when it's your headlights weren't on, your seatbelt wasn't on, or something, they're gonna stop you.
Yeah, when it sounds like he was probably following him for a minute and realized his headlights were off and followed him before he decided to pull him. Then he saw the seatbelt was off, and then he probably made another mistake, which led to the cop going, "Okay, that's 3 strikes, fuck him," and then pulls it.
Exactly.
You switch lanes without signaling, you cut somebody off. It could have been a number of different things. We don't know what the third thing was. He didn't actually get to say it, but we know for a fact it was those first 2 because he said those first 2.
He says no and closes and locks the door.
No.
Idiot.
Nigga, have you lost your goddamn mind? Real shit, bro. Like, this isn't how the world is supposed to be, but nigga, this how the world is. You know damn well you can't do that shit. Karen can do that shit, but not everybody can do that shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. You can't be that slow. And this go for anybody that getting pulled over that look like me. Sometimes you gotta take the L, bro. You might be right. It might be some bullshit. They be tripping sometimes, but hey, bro, it's not worth getting beat up, and it's not worth your goddamn life, bro.
It's not worth it, especially if you're someone that's already afraid of the police. Just act right.
Right?
Just listen to orders. Comply.
Nothing's adding up here, man.
But you out here trying to be a Karen, that ain't gonna get you nowhere but where you at right now. And dude talking about the punches were unnecessary. I definitely did think the punches were extra, but again, when you look at his hands down and you're already under arrest, nope, you get in a I need your hands needs to be up. Then you want to resist arrest and act all no, we're not doing that either. So I'm on the fence about the punches. I much rather a good old tase. Ooh, when you see them just when you watch the videos and it just be it's like, oh, it's so peaceful. Just seeing things happen to bad people. Ugh, them videos be cracking me up. But in this case, it could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided had you just complied.
This wasn't the second punch.
Exit the vehicle.
Let's watch it one more time.
Exit the vehicle.
Matter of fact, let's look up the definition of a sucker punch. You gonna tell me what the fuck I just seen happen? Ain't that? You not finna get.
You didn't see everything that happened before that. Obviously. This motherfucker has king on his bonnet.
He does. He has king on his bonnet.
Why are you making a video on your bonnet too?
Because for some reason we normalize.
That's like a black
shit.
person no.
Yeah, okay. My father raised me. You don't come out the house in your bonnet. You do not make videos in your bonnet.
You gonna scare all the white people. We ain't supposed to see that.
No, you are not trying to play in the stereotypes. Your bonnet is for when you are in your house doing your thing. Okay? You don't go out the house in a bonnet, no house shoes.
There was a video.
No pajamas.
There was a video I saw. I don't know if it was intentional or not. Kind of looked like it might have been. But there was a video of this, how do I put this? Trifling looking black woman. She's walking down the sidewalk, poorly dressed, house slippers on, no bra.
Got the house shoes, no
and she's
bra.
got her bonnet on. And there's a guy blowing leaves with a leaf blower. I don't know if she said something to get his attention or what, but he turns to look at her and he hits her right in the back of the head with the leaf blower. And it blows on the back of her. It blew the bonnet off her head and her hair came with it. It just went boop, boop, and it went off in two different directions. Hair went over here, bonnet went over here. And she started rushing at him with them tits just bouncing with no bra and just acting all ghetto. And I was like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, once again, go out the house with yourself put together, and then a stiff wind can't blow you apart. Like, I don't know.
Just a stiff wind was all it took, and that shit went boop, and then they played it again in slow motion.
I don't know why this is such a hard concept.
Because if you want to know what
Maybe
if you want to see the deer in headlights look, because they play the video again back in slow motion, so you see the moment when she turns around and she was like, like you just, and then the reality set in, and just started running after him like it's his fault.
Just
like
looking out. But yeah, like, maybe it's because I'm from a place where we get a lot of windy days. But you put yourself together, because you don't want that stiff wind to come and blow everything apart. So you don't go out the house with your bonnet. You don't put your house shoes. Yeah, you put your regular shoes on. You don't have your bathrobe on so it can blow all apart and everybody can see shit. You don't put your pajamas on and go out. You put your bra on, especially, if you got a substantial amount of tit.
Like you do.
Yeah. Mine came out the other day.
What?
Yeah, like underneath my bra.
Oh. Thought she flashed somebody. I was like, what happened?
No, I bent down and it just
It just popped out.
Yeah, underneath.
Anyway, all right. So this guy's clearly on the black guy side, but I'm trying to figure out: is this racially motivated? Are you looking for reasons, or are you just like gave it one quick glance and don't know what's going on, kind of thing?
Yeah,
just assume the worst.
Just assumed because everybody says.
Because everybody assumes the worst when they see it at first glance. Yeah.
Gaslighter, Sheriff T.K. Walter.
It definitely was a sucker punch. I'll give this man that. I don't know why that sheriff said it wasn't a sucker punch. He got clocked. He definitely did. That was a sucker punch. But what you also see in that video, you don't see his hands.
No.
You don't see his hands. That's what you also see in that video. Cops on the other side. All you see is his hands down below. You don't know what he's grabbing. You know what he's fidgeting with. You know what he's going to do. He's already acting a fool. He's already buck. He's already just being bullied. He's already being ignorant. So you don't know what can happen next. So, I mean, shit, what do you expect?
Whatever your name is, we're not going to gaslight us into believing what we saw was incorrect. Y'all have body cam footage. We have that dash cam footage that he recorded and fully put out there to expose y'all.
Well, fully is
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This is malicious. At first, I was like, maybe you didn't see the whole thing, but it is very clear that it's not full because that stop had clearly been going on for a while by the time that clip started recording. It's not like he was just sitting there and they walked up to the car and went, ah! Like, is that what you think happened? Like, that's the entirety of the stop?
I hate that whole, like, that attitude, like, their video's not good enough. Like, I'm sorry. How many cops are there? How many body cam videos do you have to look at?
No, because he didn't see any of those. This guy. This is the picture. This is the picture that he's painting. He's painting the picture. If he honestly believes that was the full footage, he literally thinks cop pulled him over. He set up the phone, and cop walked up to the window and went, and that's the entirety of the stop.
That was the entirety of it.
That no words were ever exchanged. He just popped the window down and jacked his black ass out the car. Like, that's what he thinks happened.
Yeah, that's
which is insane for you to not question that and go, are you sure this is everything?
That's what I saw at first, and I was like, hold on, well, where's the beginning of it?
Sometimes, but not intentionally.
Yeah.
Vendale, sometimes, but not intentionally. All right, let's hear the rest of his explanation. Maybe there's a reason.
He didn't fully put it out there. We got more footage from the body cam than we did this man's phone.
The thing is, I called my brother. We had a conversation about the situation. If y'all don't know, my brother is a police officer, so we had this conversation. He said he disagreed with the excessiveness of it. But he said, is it legal? I don't want to misquote, but it was a lot of things we agree, and I disagree with what he said, and, you know, I had to tell him.
I don't want to misquote him means that's the part that he said it was legal and disagreed with me, so I'm not going to mention that part. Notice how quickly he glossed over that shit.
Yeah,
okay.
he did.
Yeah, this shit's malicious as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro, I don't agree with that shit, dog.
I don't agree with the cop, with my sibling cop who knows the rules. I don't agree with him. I agree with this random black man I don't know who filmed 2 minutes of footage on his phone.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. If I was your brother, I'd have beat your ass. I'd have beat your monkey ass on the spot. Been like, really, motherfucker?
I would. Like, you have a brother who is in law enforcement,
and you're gonna tell him that the job he does and risk his life for every day as a profession is wrong, but this snaggletooth fuck is right. This snaggletooth fuck you've known for all of 2 minutes in a video must be telling the truth. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you and your bonnet.
Right, probably.
But it's just what will be played out in court. So he basically told me this is how he gonna play it out in court. He's gonna basically say that when he was instructed to get out the car because of the headlights, he then disobeyed a lawful order. Because now there is a crime, which is being a traffic violation. And when he didn't...
Yes, he's right. He has disobeyed a lawful order, which they told him he was doing and warned him not to do and were willing to ignore if he just complied.
If he would just,
get out of the car. That's when he was in the palm of their hands at that point. So anything after that was somewhat justified as necessary force. And I'm like, busting in the nigga window?
Yes. When he refuses to get out the car, how else are you going to get him out the car, man?
He locked the door.
I mean, what you want him to do? Tow the car to the police station with him in it? Just so they ain't got to pull him out the car? Get the fuck out of here, man. What is this code? He's saying he doesn't respect it. Right, he doesn't respect his flesh and blood's opinion.
Yeah.
Look, I know you my brother and all. Like literally my brother, not just another black man. and that you're an officer. But I don't respect your opinion. You race traitor.
You.
Might as well call him an Uncle Tom.
You.
Punching him?
Exit the vehicle.
Yes.
Necessary?
Yes.
In some case, I'm like, nah, bro, nah.
Yeah.
They never put themselves in that same shoes. Okay.
No.
Answer me this. There's a man, you come out of Walmart, you with your bonnet on, come out of Walmart and find some random dude sitting in your car. And you keep yelling at him to get out.
To get out of your car.
And he won't get out. You telling me you wouldn't bust his ass to yank him out of your car if he's not listening? You come out of Walmart, he's sitting in your car. Or if you're just mad at another person because they're parked behind you and they're blocking you in and you get out to confront the guy and he won't listen. I know, that's the part that gets me. 90% of you motherfuckers acting like you wouldn't do what the cop did when I've seen y'all throw hands for less.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You called your brother, you called your officer brother to have a conversation about this, and your cop brother is just telling you what it is and what I'm saying. Like, it's like, yeah, I can see how it looks horrible. But I also can see from a cop's perspective, you don't know what can happen.
I just watched that video of Jackson.
Oh God, here we go.
Sheriff Department police.
I can already tell by the way he's talking whose side he's on.
Okay, but why are you making videos?
And he's making his video while driving. Yes. He's asking. He's about to be in the next one.
Asking to be in the next.
He's about to be in the next one, making his video while driving.
Oh my God.
I just watched it. Also, I watched it while driving.
He said I just watched it, and that was my first thought was, were you driving
This
also?
motherfucker's cruising TikTok and fucking he's cruising TikTok while driving.
Oh God.
Police Department, one of them pulling that boy out the car with the dreads. At first I'm watching, I'm like, okay, these are Caucasian men, you know what I mean? The typical story. They pull him out the car.
But
I see an African American.
oh, the other cop, yeah.
I was what's that word they be using? I was flabbergasted.
What's the word that we use?
You let this happen? What is wrong?
See, and then they start blaming the other cop.
Criminals and like stupid people take responsibility of their stupid and criminal actions. It doesn't make sense to me. You gonna let this happen as an African American? You let this slide? This dumbass gonna let himself slide like this? Dumbass gonna sit here and act like I ain't moving? I ain't getting out the car? That's not dumb to you?
That only happens with black people too.
Yes.
You don't hear like gay men going like, as a gay man, you let them take your gay brother to conversion therapy. You let another gay man go to the, like they like y'all are the only group that like blame each other.
Blame
it's
each
weird.
other for shit. We
It's
do.
so weird.
I don't get it. It's like we cannot stick together for shit. We cannot.
It's a goddamn black on black crime.
We're not gonna act like he didn't let this happen himself. It enrages me. We're like, oh well, you know, the black officer should have stepped in. The black officer should have done something. They're officers doing their job. They're not looking at the color. You don't get a free pass because you're a fellow like me. That's not.
In a video about fighting stereotypes, if this motherfucker's fire alarm did his battery just beep?
It did.
Hold on. Was that in the video? I'm taking it back.
Okay,
was that in the video or was that ours?
No.
I want to make sure it wasn't ours first.
Hey, ours has been going off. Well, no.
It hasn't. No, it hasn't.
It hasn't. But this video's been going on for a while.
White people know how to change a 9-volt. All right.
This video's been going on for a while. And that was the first one we've heard.
First of all, this video is edited. He may have edited the other ones out and missed one.
He may have. You're right.
But let's play it again. Let's see if it was his or ours first.
Right. Their job. They're not looking at the color. You don't get a free pass because you're a fellow like me.
Yep, it's his.
That's not how this works, okay? It's not how it works. You're doing something stupid. You're doing something stupid. You're gonna get dealt with.
And he just kept rolling like you didn't just hear it. That means he's used to it.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm sorry. Stereotypes exist for a reason. We went over this already.
They do.
But point blank period. I don't know what to tell you. What I do know what to tell you is this whole thing is just it could have been avoided. We all can agree on that. Disregard the punches. We all can agree this could have been avoided from the jump, from the very beginning. Could have been avoided.
That's what shocked me. Like that's what threw me back.
That's what shocked you?
Yeah.
That's the part that got you? Okay.
Yeah.
Like they had the audacity to do that in front of you, and you ain't do nothing.
Do that? You mean their jobs? Yes. No. The audacity.
Bro, ain't no way. Like, bro, that right there.
Black people like this just disgust me. I'm sorry. They do.
Yes.
They really do.
I can't say that or I'm racist, so I'm just gonna yes and
I'll
let y'all
say
talk.
it for you. Black people like that disgust me.
She said it, not me. She said it, not me. Making that clear.
Okay.
Her opinions are her own. I'm not racist.
Really?
When they just make being black their entire identity, to where they just glaze over any rights or wrongs of someone just because they're black. I'm so shocked and flabbergasted that these black officers.
That man learned a new word to make this video.
He did.
Let these other white officers do this to this young black man. They're doing their job. They're not hunting down black people. I'm not gonna sit here
Yes! Damn. Damn.
Nothing irritates me more than being
It's
reduced
G-forces.
to the color of my skin and absolved of all responsibility. And this whole like, we're a community, we're related just because we're brown. We're related to the sense that we may look alike, hence why people get profiled. But in this case, all the cops are doing their job. You let this happen in front of you and you're black? Yeah, I did.
You gonna insult me in front of this cat? You gonna sit here and you're gonna insult me in front of the dog? Shame on you. In front of this dog. That's the equivalent of what we're talking about here. This is shit.
Because the black man's acting stupid in his car. Ooh, I can't stand that narrative. I can't stand it.
This one probably gonna make.
Said narrative. I so thought he was about to say something else. Hold on, one more time. One more time.
In his car. Ooh, I can't stand that narrative.
Yeah,
That paused at the wrong time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, my ears heard that. We're looking for that.
Stand it.
This one probably
Here's the
gonna
white
make some
man.
people mad.
How you think the white man's about to make people mad? What you think he's gonna say? This white man talking about making people mad.
It could go either way.
Place your bets now.
My brain wants to say he's gonna do.
He's got that accent, camouflage hat.
The redneck white man thing, but
Yep.
I get the feeling he's gonna agree with the black man. That's why people.
Because he doesn't want people to think he's racist.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe he's trying to impress some black chick.
Or maybe it's really, yeah.
You know that's what's happening.
I don't
Here we
really
go.
care. Jacksonville, Florida.
Also, while driving.
Yeah, while driving.
If I call the black man out for it, I'm gonna call the white dude out too. Again, while driving. He ain't gonna get pulled though. He's white. He didn't even think about it.
Didn't think about it. Yeah.
William McNiel. You know, is
I don't know why YouTube algorithm suggested this. Because it's based and it wants you to see dope shit. What do you mean? Why it suggested this? You need to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and favorite this so YouTube knows that it did good. That algorithm did its job. You're supposed to be here. It's God's will, part of God's plan. He brought you here for a reason. Don't question.
You don't make any decisions. It's all God.
Don't question the man upstairs. All right. Anyway, here I'll go back a little bit.
Jesus Christ.
William McNiel. You know, as much as I'm sick of seeing this constitutionalist and these my right to travel crap.
Okay.
This dude was calm.
I hate this.
Or
I
the
hate
dude?
this. No,
Wait, which one do you think was calm?
No, I hate, if he's talking about the dude, I hate the whole thing.
You didn't see the whole video then.
Of being calm does not mean you're not still being an asshole. That you're not still being, you know.
I'm gonna remind
bit
everybody,
much.
in case y'all ain't seen old white people movies. No Country for Old Men is an amazing movie.
It is.
That psychopath is very chill throughout the entirety of the movie.
Whole thing.
He is the definition of psychopath. Probably one of the best representations of it on TV. But he was very calm.
He was very calm.
This is
Pepe Le Pew was also a very
fucking
calm
low
rapist.
IQ take that he's got. Surface level bullshit. Here we go. White savior complex incoming.
3, 2, 1.
Those two piece of shit deputies.
Police officers, not deputies. You should know the difference. You sound like you're from the country, son.
I was gonna say.
That put their hands on him. And I'm referring to the coward, not the one that broke his window, the one that punched.
It was the same guy.
I was gonna say
The one that
the
broke his
same
window
dude.
is the one that punched him.
That's what I assumed.
Did you even watch the video?
I don't think he did.
Him in the face after the window was broke. You're a coward.
Same guy.
I'm pretty sure they're the same cop. I'm pretty sure. If not,
It's the
it
same
got
guy.
him to the ground. He was resisting. It got him down.
Y'all are pieces of shit.
That's how you feel.
For doing their job. Yeah.
I hope that black girl you've been messaging on Tinder is impressed with this one, buddy.
Yeah.
I hope he gets you some of that chocolate pie. It's worth it. It's worth it. I get it.
I don't give a damn who it pisses off in Jacksonville, Florida. You had zero right to punch him
Nope, they had
because
every
he's
right.
annoying.
You have zero.
Here I come to save the day. White savior complex.
Yep.
I hope you get all the social media points, brother. You're trying hard for him.
Yep.
You're right to punch him because he's annoying. Sir, he was under arrest. Inactively resisting arrest. You don't have the right to resist arrest, period. Even if you're sitting there doing it calmly, hiding your hands. You don't.
He's thinking like a white man. Okay. He's thinking that he has the right to do this, so everyone should. Which, I mean, technically you're right, but that ain't the world we live in, Chief.
No, it's not. It is not.
Don't get to do that. The police have every right to use the force they deem necessary to protect their lives and those around them. That's the country we live in. You can think they're wrong for punching him all you want, and like I said, I did too.
But they ain't just wrong, they're pieces of shit. Did you hear that, Chantel? I called them pieces of shit. I called them pieces of shit. Show this TikTok to your paw.
Trying to impress Chantel's paw.
Oh my God.
In the very beginning, but the more I'm looking in this case, the more I'm hearing cops' perspective, the more I see the full body cam footage, I'm like, I guess you could have got tased instead of a punch, but at that point, how else, especially when you didn't see his hands, is like, I see the perspective. I see it. At first I thought I was wrong. Now I don't think it is, and it is what it is.
All of us are sick of this, let me crack the window bullshit.
Isn't that what he did? Cracked his window to talk to the cops? Wait, whose side you on? I'm getting confused now. Because that very calm individual who definitely wasn't baiting the cops into an altercation only cracked his window when they asked him to roll it down.
It's my right to travel bullshit. What you did, punching him through the hole in the window when he was not a threat.
You don't know that. We couldn't see his hands. The cops also didn't know that. And now I gotta find out, the fuck does he keep referencing with this right to travel bullshit?
Yeah, he's confusing me. Are you on his side?
Are you saying the cops have the right to travel?
Sovereign citizen? I thought that was a sovereign citizen
this is sovereign citizen shit. Why are you acting like the cops are the ones doing it then?
Yeah, like, oh my God. I am so... Dude, you're confusing the hell out of me.
The right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property in the ordinary course of life or business. How does that apply to the cops?
Oh, no.
Or you're going to scream that this guy had the right to travel so they shouldn't have pulled him? You have the right to travel. You don't have the right to travel without following. You also have to follow the rules of the road while exercising that right. Okay, you also have a Second Amendment right to own a firearm. You don't have the right to discharge that firearm in public.
Yeah.
Like there are rules that come with your rights, Chief. What are you even talking about right now?
I don't know. He's trying to impress Chantel's paw.
And how can we say he wasn't a threat when you can't see his hands? If the cop is on the outside of the window and you break it open the window, right? And you're still sitting like this and your hands are out of display after they've been saying he already said in the beginning, we watched the clip together.
This guy
didn't
watch that clip.
No, someone punches your window and your hands are still down. Oh. We don't know what you're grabbing. We don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
That to me, that's a threat. This guy isn't saying that, and I love how we get to see the different perspectives here. But that's clearly a threat to me.
Punching him in the face while 3 other deputies hold him makes you a coward.
He was kicking them while he was being held down.
Yeah.
You even hear it happen. Oh well, again, you didn't watch the body cam footage, so I guess you didn't see that part.
He didn't hear
yeah,
that.
that's what happens.
Yeah, he didn't hear that.
As he was actively fighting.
Zero give a shit.
Yeah, as he was actively fighting.
The macho, arrogant bullshit that Florida's trying to put on their sheriff's.
This is 100% projection. He's definitely that guy who has the macho, arrogant bullshit about him. I can tell by the way he's doing this video. You're pieces of shit. Puff my chest out if I was there.
My big old truck. Yeah.
Chantel, you seen how big my balls are?
Department. Cool. Crackheads breaking in your house, handle it. Somebody trying to steal your car, handling it. They got warrants. Chase them down.
You don't know if he had warrants or not.
Yeah.
That part wasn't disclosed. You did. If you only saw that guy's video, then you don't even know why he got pulled. It could have been for a warrant.
Punching somebody that is not a threat to an officer.
How do you know?
This guy doesn't get it. It doesn't get it. He just.
This guy doesn't look like a threat even with the weapon. I'd still punch him.
Yeah. Right.
What do you mean, dude?
Not seeing. He's not. The emotions are there. All the cussing, all the anger. Like the emotions are there. To me, he's not allowing himself to just like glance at the other perspective.
No, he's going for Twitter points. This is to post on social media.
Yeah, he's trying to impress
He doesn't believe anything he's saying. He's following whatever the popular
Yeah.
narrative is because he wants to be the white guy on the right side of history. See, look, I'm an ally. Don't let my accent fool you. I'm an ally.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to be off social media for a minute. I got to go to a party. It's performative as fuck, just like the dude in the video.
Yeah.
It's clear he's cool with the cops doing what they need to do for their job, but he thinks this case is completely in the wrong. You can think that. There might be viewers out here thinking that, but I see the perspective that his hands were down. Can't see him. That is a threat. Hence, show me your hands. Like, that's a threat.
I mean, anytime my hands are down, you best believe I got a pretty big weapon I'm putting them on.
Okay.
Even when I don't take my gun with me.
You know what? I'm kind of glad that I didn't make this no race thing. Because some of y'all niggas just stupid. It's your fault that you got yourself in this shit.
All the black people are against him and the white dudes.
Yep.
Don't worry, your white savior come and save you. Woo, this ought to get me some brownie points.
Yeah, the man asked you for your driver license. You told the man no and closed the door.
Who does
He's
that?
suspicious already.
Yeah, who
What do
does
you expect
that?
to happen? Nigga, you got the whole world riding with you based off the video that you posted. Now the real body cam footage come out of the Jackson Sheriff Department. Now you look stupid.
Literally, I saw the Williams video. I saw that video first, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Everybody
It
did.
looked like he just got pulled over. Cop said, "Ba-bank," and
Yep, you saw what the white guy saw, that he got pulled over and the cop just walked up to the door. I ain't even gonna say shit, just BAM! and anyone who thought that should have immediately gone, nah, that can't be what happened. That's crazy.
Yes,
that's too crazy
that's
to be
what I
real.
thought. I was like,
it's too
where's
crazy
the
to be
rest of this
real.
video?
Okay, let me back up and go see if there's more to this. That's always where my mind goes first.
drug out the car. What we don't see is like the full 5 minutes before that.
Oh, you are being way too charitable.
Yes, you are.
It was damn near 10 minutes before then. Not 5. It was almost double that.
That man was
I think
being
it clocked in
a
at like
for a long
I think it
time.
clocked in at like I was watching the video. I think it's like 8 minutes and something is when he finally gets to the part where he breaks the door.
Yeah.
Him putting up a fight, shutting his door, slamming it. After you're already being told you're under arrest, you done lost the whole crowd, bro.
Asking for a
What do you guys
supervisor.
think? Is William in the wrong? Was he acting silly? Should he?
Yes, and yes.
Yep.
Just had kept his hands there. Should he just been like, you know what? Here, I don't have my license. I don't have an ID. Like, should he just complied, or was he in his right to stand there like this, sit there like this?
No.
And what about the cop? Do you think the cop was justified in all his actions?
Yep.
Or do you think he was a little extra and he should just tased instead, or just kept giving William a chance even though it was after 10 minutes? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. People are asking me my opinion on this, so I had to put this video out just to show a couple of different perspectives. We got, you know, some angry black people against it. We got some angry white people against it. And we got a lot of black people in support of it, saying, hey, nothing went wrong here. And after all this footage, I'm definitely in this camp of like, you could have avoided all of this, sir. You really could have. And I said I'll get into this. Regarding
Even the one black guy you found that was on his side admits that his brother's a cop and wasn't on his side and has to like caveat that he disagreed with him and then wouldn't even quote him because I don't want to misquote him. No, you remember what he said and it's got you hot. That's why you don't, but because you know what he said was right and it's going to make you look stupid, so you're going to leave that part out.
Yep.
I hope your brother beats your ass after he sees that video.
Yeah, he should.
my 30 interactions with the police, I've gotten, how many speeding tickets have I gotten? I've gotten those two, a 1.
I've gotten quite a few.
A 4.
This is going to blow all y'all's mind. Me, a white man, I have gotten plenty of speeding tickets. I have been pulled plenty of times. Do you know what's never happened to me? In all my years driving, 20 plus years of driving, I have been pulled and had multiple tickets. I have had to pay many a lawyer to get out of them. You know what's never happened? Me being issued a warning. I don't even know if that's like a ticket you get written or if they just say it, but it's never
It's a ticket
happened.
you get written and they'll tell you can throw it away.
Oh, cool. I've never gotten one of those.
That's
ever.
all I've
My white skin
for the
has
most
saved
part.
me 0 times. I have gotten the ticket and yanked out the car before. I have gotten all of that.
I've never had any of that.
Also from other white cops. And I know what you're thinking. Was I acting like that guy? No. Now, I will say this. The one time I did get yanked out the car.
What did you do to get yanked out the car?
Nothing. And unlike this black guy, I can confirm it was nothing. I got yanked out the car and spent a night in jail. The cop later admits to me, because it's a small town.
Oh.
They're friends with my dad.
Yeah.
My dad put them up to that and got them to yank me out the car and let me spend a night in jail because I was late for curfew. So, that was fun.
Yeah.
So there you go. Point is, I've never gotten a warning ticket. Like all my other stops, I've been polite. I've been yes sir, no sir, yes officers, or anything. You know, even when I was speeding, I'd tell them, look, I know I was going a little fast. I wasn't paying attention to the speedometer. I should have been using the cruise control and I wasn't, or my cruise control wasn't working. So I think one of them, that's how I got off the ticket, because the cruise control in that old car wasn't working. I was like, cruise control wasn't working, but I usually pay better attention to it, and I did, and I apologize. And even after doing all that, I could tell one of them thought about it. Like the closest I've got was a cop thinking about it, where he's like, well, all right, sit tight. And he goes back to his car, and then he comes back with a ticket, and he was like, you've gotten speeding tickets in the past. I was like, so because I've never had a warning before, I'm ineligible to ever get one again. God damn it.
Or
Yeah.
I've gotten 4 speeding tickets in the last 12 years or so. And I'll credit one of those like actually speeding, like going, I think my worst one was 88. Yep. Yep. I was traveling back to school.
Even the time I knew I was right, which again, I got off of it because I understand my time to argue is in court. I still didn't argue with the cop. So I was on a road in front of Walmart in that small town, which is within the city limits. And speed limit in the city limits is 35 unless otherwise posted. Apparently, it was after that Walmart was first built, that road was new. It was supposed to have a speed limit sign that said 25, not 35. Oh. They hadn't put the signs up yet, though. So I'm going 40. I'm going 40. I got pulled for 40 and a 25. And I knew that road's not that long. It's only like a mile long.
Yeah.
It's a short little connecting road. I knew that they hadn't put those signs up yet, but I didn't argue with the cop on the side of the road. I did mention it. I was like, I don't remember seeing a sign. And he's like, well, they're there. And then he called an attitude immediately. And I was like, okay. And I let him give me the ticket.
Yeah.
I didn't argue with him. And I went and saw my lawyer. And my lawyer rode with me. I remember I got in the car with my lawyer and we rode down that road to confirm that it didn't have signs. He goes, you're right. It's not a sign. I never saw the ticket again.
I've got to go.
All right. This is the end of it. Calm down.
Well,
it was an 88 and a 70, and he clocked me going 93.
We're nearing the finish line.
He clocked me going 93, and he told me that. He's like, I got you. Because after the 20 mark, you know, it's a bigger charge or whatever.
I guarantee he just got treated better than I did.
Like, oh, cops are bad. He had my back. Because why? Because I complied. But then the other times, a lot of that has been, like, just profiling. I remember I got pulled over going 73 and a 70. That one was crazy. 73 and a 70. I got pulled over for that.
I mean, it's technically speeding, so you can't pull you.
Over. This one was bad. It made sense. I was really mad at it. But looking back, I'm like, oh, okay. I just legit got profiled. Like, I was driving down the street in the wealthiest county here in Tennessee, but I was in my beater car with tags that were from a town like 30 minutes away. It just looks very suspicious. Like, I'm in a 98 Nissan Sentra, you guys, rolling around, windows down. I'm shirtless with a snapback on.
Okay. All right. So the way he's explaining this, yes, it's profiling, but I don't think it's racial profiling.
I think it was more,
you want,
funny.
I'm going to give a hot take here. You want the cops to profile to a certain level.
Yeah.
Race isn't that level, but you do want them to profile to a certain level. You want a police officer who is intimately familiar with your neighborhood. And the reason you want that, the same cop patrolling your neighborhood all the time, you see the same faces and they give the same routes. The reason you want that is because you want that cop to be able to identify when something is out of place, when something looks suspicious, like it doesn't belong. And you want him to call it out and question it, because maybe it's nothing, maybe it's something.
Yep.
Let's find out. I'm not saying stop and frisk, but you can stop and ask questions. You can find reports. There was one here recently of a cop that stopped a murder by stopping and questioning a guy
Who
that
looked
he
out of
looked
place.
out of
Yeah.
place. And it was a white dude. The white
Yeah.
dude was the guy he'd never seen in that neighborhood before. He stopped and questioned him. And upon questioning him, the guy wouldn't give his ID, and he immediately became aggressive and blah, blah, blah. They found out that that guy was the ex of someone who just moved to the neighborhood and had a gun on him. And that girl said she had a restraining order on him. The guy had been threatening to kill her. He probably saved that girl's life that night by stopping to question a guy in a hoodie who looked suspicious in a neighborhood he wasn't supposed to be in.
Yeah.
So when you see a car that looks out of place and it's patrolling the neighborhood and that's what he's doing, he's making deliveries, he's patrolling the neighborhood, but he don't know that. This is an unmarked car. It's not like he's marked as a delivery vehicle of some kind. He's in an old car. They're not used to seeing, that car in this rich neighborhood. They're not used to, he just keeps circling the block. What's he doing? Is he casing a house? Is he going to rob a place? Like, they don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So they're going to stop to just ask you. And if you cooperate, they'll usually let you go. This is them doing their job. You want them to check on that shit.
Yeah, you do.
Because the moment they don't, you all would flip the script if a guy in his car was doing that same thing, just circling the neighborhood and doing shit, and then your house got robbed.
Yeah.
And you find out that cop saw this guy several times during the day and didn't stop him. You're going to ask the cop, you didn't see anything suspicious here? You didn't stop him? Yeah, like you'd be singing the exact opposite tune. And you all know it.
I'm looking hood in this rich neighborhood with Rolls Royces driving by, Lamborghinis.
Yeah, he's out of place.
And I remember driving past.
One of these things is not like the other. And not because it's black. just to be clear, it's not because it's not a race thing. It was probably all the other stuff around it. And race probably played a factor. But it was all the other stuff on top of it. If he was a black dude in a business suit and a Rolls Royce, probably would have let him go.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Wouldn't have been looked at twice.
Past this cop, and I was like, I'm gonna get pulled over. I already know I am. That cop busted a U-turn, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Which I don't even think that was.
Yeah, he's just questioning you.
Like, I don't know if that's legal or not. Just say, "What are you?"
No, he can stop to ask you those questions under all the reasons I just listed. That's again what you want them. You want them to check on things that seem suspicious. All a cop needs to pull you over is reasonable suspicion, probable cause, and you being out of place. Circling the same house, or looking like you're lost. Yeah, all of that's probable
like you're
cause.
Lost or something. Yeah.
Even if he thought you were lost and needed directions, he could pull over to help. That's still probable cause.
You doing? But I told him. I was like, "Oh, I'm house sitting from my boss. Yada yada." He said, "Okay," and then let me go. Why? Because I complied. I think those are the two worst ones. When I called that man, I was like, he's gonna pull me over for nothing, and then the 72, 73, and a 70. That was crazy. I remember that. It was at night, and I look over at the cop, and he looks over at me, and then gets behind me and pull me over. He's like, "You're going 73 to 70, and it's raining." Sir, mind your business. Besides that, though, all of them have been like really petty interactions, but I get it. I can understand it when you look at the people who look like me, who are out there causing all these crimes. It's like, at some point, I have to be real. The data isn't racist. Like, data can't be racist. It is what it is. Like in my black fatigue video, you have all these institutions just becoming sick and tired of black people. Theme parks are changing their rules. Cruises are changing their rules. Malls are changing their rules. Restaurants are changing their rules. Stores are changing the rules because of black people. So it's like, I can't be mad at how they're viewing me. I just can't. So that's a glimpse into my interactions, y'all. Let me know in the comments below, especially if you're a black man, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know your thoughts on this case coming from the perspective of a black man in America in the age 2025, as well as your police interactions. What have you dealt with? And really, any race, honestly. I do want to just get those messages from the black side, but if you're white or Hispanic, it doesn't matter. What is your interaction with the police have been? Do you respect them? Just let me know. Let's stir up some conversation below. And as always, I'm very thankful for your time spending it with me today. I don't take it for granted. Thank you for your support. Thank you for liking and sharing. It means the world to me. I cannot believe we're almost at 650,000 subscribers. That just, again, every time I say it.
All right, so that's about the end of that one. I'm going to echo what he said, and I want to thank you guys for spending your time with me while we spent our time with him. Don't forget to also like and subscribe. Thank you for doing that, because I know you did. You did do that, right? I really hope this guy doesn't get a single fucking dime.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he got the right lawyer. Like, everything lines up to this was a slip and fall.
Yeah.
This was me moving the wet floor sign and going, oh, my sauce, and pulling a Saul Goodman and trying to scam some fucking body.
Yep.
Everything points to that. So I hope that he doesn't get anything. The cop has already lost his job. There you go. That should be the win you need, and that's it. And I don't even believe he should have lost his job.
No, he shouldn't have.
I mean, we can investigate the punch in the face. I'm not a cop, so I don't know if that was justified. That's the only part of it I think was questionable.
Yeah.
The only part. And even I can find justifications for it, given that we couldn't see his hands and all the stuff mentioned in this video. That's the only part I'm like a maybe on. Everything else was justified. So, no, I don't think he should get a singular thing. And I don't think that one punch to the face should get him anything either. I also don't think the cop should have lost his job for one punch to the face. If anything, administrative leave, unpaid, some kind of suspension, something to teach him a lesson about, proper use of force, maybe retraining, I would argue that they need. But anyway, this stream has gone on long enough. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're a VOD watcher, we do stream every night at midnight, 9 p.m. Eastern, Pacific, midnight Eastern, so be sure to pop in and watch. You can become part of the content. You can join the Discord. It's pinned at the top of chat, and there's where you guys can continue these conversations as well as post other stuff that you want to talk about or talk about on stream. Don't forget to hit the like button. Do share. I'm sure you guys have already done that, but please do. I'm trying to hit, he's at almost 650. I'm just trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can hit that first tier of monetization. For now, though, thank you for watching this one, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.